Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for another match of the Bunnings NPC Manawatu taking on Hawkes Bay, and what will be a very exciting fixture due to the fact that Hawkes Bay, they are at the top of the premiership at the moment. They have been playing phenomenally. They've still got themselves this Ranfurly Shield here. They are not giving that up anytime soon. Definitely not in this fixture due to the fact that it is a home game for Manawatu, so it is not on the line. But Manawatu also having some decent form recently in terms of being able to take on some of those harder opposition that they have been up against. They are sitting decently in the championship at the moment, but this is round 9. We are getting very close to the semi-final, so it is going to be a very exciting fixture to see exactly how it is going to be finishing. We've seen a couple upsets already this round. Canterbury, just to name one, Waikato to name another, they were able to beat Hawkes Bay, beat Bay of Plenty just before this fixture. But yeah, we will have to wait and see how this one goes as well. We will look through the starting lineups and reserves. Manawatu, first of all, have once again got Nii Milnaskara, Ed Fidel, and Tima Whaina Nuku as the three at the back, which is going to be a very lethal one because of the fact that these guys are very skillful, very pacey as well. Brett Cameron, he's had a phenomenal Bunnings NPC so far, been doing phenomenally in that number 10 jersey, and also Brandon Iosi off the back of that scrum for Manawatu. They're going to have to make sure that their set play is in very good check up against this side, but they are sitting in second at the moment for the championship on 23 points, 35 points. Taranaki are sitting on 7 from 7 wins for that side as well, so they are doing very nicely indeed. We have also got there, how's it going from Ollie Wilson? Welcome in to the live stream, mate. It's going very well, and also I'm very excited because of the fact that we have still got Scotland versus Tonga a little bit later on tonight, and also the big one, All Blacks taking on Wales, which should be a very, very exciting game as well. Looking through at the options that Hawkes Bay have gone with for this match, they have got Gareth Evans off the back of their scrum, so that's also going to be a good battle, him versus Iosi. Sorry. Then also Lincoln McClutchy, picked up recently by Moana Pacifica, which is absolutely awesome to see due to the fact that he's been in some incredible form as of late as well. So both 10s in form for this one. Norea Whamaai transitions from out on the wing into the number 13 jersey for this fixture. That might be because of an injury or something along those lines of Stacey Ely, unless, of course, they are just resting him for this one. Ollie Satsford out on one wing, and then Tuatavuki, out on the other with Lolagi Vizinia slotting in at fullback as well. We have, it's got there, how's it? Oh, I'm good as well. It says it is Ollie Wilson there, and also we have got the Crazy NZ in the chat. Welcome in to the live stream, man, and go Manawatu, says Ollie Wilson. And yeah, at this stage, Manawatu, if they can get this win here, it would be a very big upset, but they have got the capabilities of being able to do so. They have got the option of Drew Wild. He actually had a very good game the very first match that he did go. And also we have got there, hope all is good, man. I hope we have a great match as well, says Sergio. And also we have got there, hello, hope you're well, says Sebastian. I am indeed, mate. And we are very excited for international rugby. It is going to be coming on the Kiwi Lad Sport channel due to the fact that, as you guys know, the main channel at this stage is still held hostage, I guess you could say, by a copyright strike. But hopefully in the next couple of weeks or so, we will be able to get that cleared up. And we will be able to be back to what we do best on that channel as well. But nonetheless, Hawkes Bay at the moment, they are away from home this game, being played in Palmerston North. They are showing Lolagi Vizinia in that number 15 jersey. Also, Josh Kaifer has been finding himself in some decent form as of late. Now, we might have a George later on for this fixture. It is hard to tell, though, due to the fact that he said that he is still working at the time. It was about 6:30, but he might be around for the later stages of this one. So hopefully we will get to see him at some stage today, but they are showing Lolagi Vizinia. Bunnings NPC so far, 3 tries for that man. Also carry meters 671. Defenders beaten 16. If he gets the ball, he is going to be breaking the line by the looks of it. But like I mentioned a little bit earlier on, Southland are actually another side that were able to get themselves a win. They were the favourites going into it at their home game as well. And also we have got the good evening as well from League Zone. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Do let me know who you think is going to be winning this game. Hawkes Bay heavily the underdogs in this one, but Manawatu, they are a capable side. They may be able to pull off the upset here. If anyone can do it, you've got to verse the Hawkes Bay away from home. I feel like they're hanging on to that Ranfurly Shield for a very, very long time. But their last game, they did lose it 47 points to 35 up against, it was Taranaki, but Taranaki going 7 from 7 at the moment. Now, at this stage, they are making their way out onto the field, Manawatu, and also we have got their off to Burger King soon as well, says Crazy and said, what are you going to get from Burger King, mate? Do let me know. And also we have got their evening, mate, says Sebastian there as well. But now at this stage, they are showing TK Howden making his way out onto the field as well. But I'm excited for this game. This game, feel like could be a little bit unpredictable at time. I expect that Manawatu will be able to get themselves quite a few points. But Hawkes Bay, they will probably try and at least double what Manawatu are able to get in this fixture. They haven't got an Ash Dixon He did leave a little while ago, but they also do not have a couple of the other players that they normally would like to off to school as well. Says Crazy and says, yeah, it's probably a little bit late for school, to be fair. And also, I think Hawkes Bay will win 24-21 as well there for the prediction. This stage, they are going to be running the ball out onto the field, which means we are only around 10 seconds away, or maybe 20 seconds away from the kickoff. Cam Stone will be the referee in charge of this one. Lincoln McClutchy kicking off for Hawkes Bay, going from left to right into this fixture. Now at this stage, looks like the referee is hyped up. We are in Palmerston North for this game as well. I got the exact margin in the Bay of Plenty versus Waikato game as well, says Novmum. So you nailed it there. I believe that fixture, was it 37 to something or 39 to something? 37 to 33 for the Bay of Plenty versus Waikato games. A very close one in the end. And also Southland, the same score, 37 to 33, except Southland able to get that win over Northland, and then the upset for Canterbury over Tasman. So all of the games so far have been decided by 4 points. Seems like it could be the same here as well, perhaps. Now it's going to be taken nicely by Liam Mitchell off kickoff for Manawatu. They are just outside of their 22 at the moment, and straight away, Braden Iosi is going to be committing there. And I believe they've got about 3 men with headgear on at the moment, so I'll probably get the names around the wrong way at times in this fixture. But hopefully it won't be too bad. It's going to go high, and it's not quite taken cleanly, but now pass back to Lolagi Vizinier. Ripped away from him, though, and now Manawatu have got this ball 40 metres out from the line. Looking to the short side once again here. Once again, a little chip in behind there from Logan Henry, and that one is going to be the mark taken by Henry there as well. It was another man who has signed for Moana Pacifica. High-scoring game as well, says Richard there, and also what a great performance by Southland earlier today. Their first win as well, says Sebastian. And yeah, perfect time to do it as well, because of the fact that we are getting closer and closer to those semi-final matches. So if they can get themselves, I believe they still need probably every win from here, but if they can do that, they might be able to get themselves into the position of maybe qualifying for it, which would be pretty awesome to see due to the fact that they have had a very tough season so far. Rainuia goes to the back, taken nicely there by Manawatu. Now it's going to be Henry passing it off now. Braden Iosi trying to carry his way over, and he's lost the ball, I believe. Oh, no, he found a little offload to someone on his side, and now it's going to be stolen, though, in the breakdown. Henry with the knock-on. Kicked him behind now, and it's going to be a lot of pressure there onto a Tavuki, who has just had to kick it into touch, but there was no option there for that man other than just clear up 20 metres out now, and Manawatu are on the front foot in the early stages of this game as well. But from here, I don't even know how Braden Iosi found the offload that he did there, but then it was ripped away by Hawkes Bay. Then Inari, the ball came loose, and then Manawatu were jumping all over it, but Rainuia once again going to be going in, almost stolen by Gareth Evans, but nicely taken now. Henry offload now. Oh, that's a big hit there. On it was the number 13 now, TK Howden. At this stage, it seems like Manawatu, they are only going to be sitting about 15 metres out now, going to Brett Cameron, little grubber in behind. Well read, though, by Tuatavuki, and now he is looking for the counter-attack. So inside of the 22, but they will be looking for the clearing kick. G'day, all high Hamish as well, says David Dava. Welcome in to the live stream, but it is great to see you here for this one. Oh, it's going to be nicely done there. He does able to find touch by Lincoln McClutchy. We have got the evening brother from Sebastian, and also we have got their Southland Stadium. Seems so hard to play at in the rain as well, says League Zone. Yeah, unfortunately, there's been a few games affected by rain. We did have that Canterbury versus Tasman game also pretty wet throughout that fixture. But yeah, hopefully this one isn't going to be too affected by rain. It looks like it's a bit overcast, but doesn't look too bad overall. Howden taking that one, gives it to Henry. Oh, I see that it was not straight, so they are going to be going back as well. See you when I get home, hour drive as well, says Crazy NZ. But we will mention as well, anyone who is going to be up in the random hours of tonight, we have got the game between Scotland and Tonga on this channel, and also All Blacks taking on Wales is another fixture that we will be covering on this one as well. Take you Crazy as well, says Sebastian there. Yeah, unfortunately for them, it does mean that it is going to be the scrum feed for Hawkes Bay. Now, they have got Gareth Evans off the back, who is a very dangerous player when he does get a little bit of momentum going. Also, Inari signing for Moana Pacifica, and then I believe Solomoni Funaki and the number 7 jersey is also signed for Moana Pacifica. So they have been making a very nice side at the moment, and it's going to be exciting to see how they go in Super Rugby. Cheers, Sebastian brother as well from Crazy NZ there. But on the halfway line at the moment, they've got the very strong backline. Naria Famai in the middle of it. That one's gone down on the front row, and we are going to have once again another scrum reset. If we go like this, okay, now the scoreboard has updated itself. But like I mentioned, we may have a George a little bit later on in this live stream. Okay, he said, I probably won't make it. I'm still at work now, so we will not have a George for this one by the sounds of it. But hopefully we will be able to get him around for one either tomorrow or the next day. We'll be able to do some sort of live stream on the channel as well. But it's currently 4 minutes through this fixture, still at all, but I'm sure that a try is not too far away. We've had a lot of high-scoring games, and also every game has been split by 4 points, which does mean that this one could go down to the wire in this fixture as well. But anyone who is wondering what other fixtures we've got this weekend, Otago versus Wellington is happening tomorrow, and that is a friendly fixture, which does mean that it won't be going towards any points on the Bunnings NPC. And then the other fixture that we are going to be having, that's a penalty to Hawkes Bay on the halfway line. We have it's going to be okay, man. Be well as well, says David there. Very happy with that performance from the front row for Hawkes Bay. I believe it was, yes, it was the man in the number 3 jersey, which in this one is Joel Hintz, who is very happy. And Lincoln McClutchy now kicking it for the corner. Now, something that Hawkes Bay absolutely love is a rolling maul. They will be about 22 metres out, and it could be a good opportunity to test the waters early on. Manawatu already going for one a little bit earlier on, but going for the set play instead. But at this stage now, you can hear someone in the crowd is very hyped up for them at the moment, but Joel Hintz just making his way up to the line out here. It is an important throw here for Kareru Sims. Will be in charge of this one. Needs to make sure that it's straight as well. I believe there's a little bit of wind, but not too much. I think it was about 18 kilometres. And off the back now, Solomoni Funaki. Offload now. Good step there from first receiver McClutchy. Now going to be driving forward once again here. Jeff Cridge going down, entering now, firing it back to Josh Kiefer. Juggle from that man. And now because of it, it does mean that it is going to be the scrum feed for Manawatu. So just getting that one a little bit wrong there. Josh Kiefer puts the hand up and apologises to his Hawkes Bay side, but they have got a very solid scrum, so maybe they can try and push over in at this 22 metres out from Manawatu's line. But do let me know, ladies and gentlemen, what is your score prediction for the All Blacks taking on Wales? Because of the fact that I feel like that game could go either way. Or maybe, I don't think it's going to be split by a huge amount, but I think the All Blacks are going to sneak it, but I couldn't be sure because of the fact they're expecting 70,000 people there in attendance for that match, which is going to be absolutely awesome to hear that atmosphere. And it's going to be the first game for Wales since their defeat up against Argentina, which was a wee while ago, the July internationals. So hopefully we do get to see some very good rugby. Massive push there from Hawkes Bay, but it's going to be available for Henry. Pass it back to Cameron, and he is going to be kicking it down towards the touchline. Very good kick there from Brett Cameron. Now, because of it, it does mean that Hawkes Bay are going to be inside of their half. We have also got their pretty hardcore, those Manawatu supporters, as well, says David. I believe, if I'm not wrong, is it Manawatu that if you wear a bucket on your head, you get in for free at their ground? Might be the case. I could be wrong, though. Great rugby and cricket fixtures today. Too bad it's impossible to follow them all as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, at the same time as the All Blacks taking on, it will be Wales. There's also Australia versus England in the cricket, which is going to be pretty awesome to see. That ball's come loose, and that is going to be a knock-on advantage. I would have thought, no, it's still available there for Hawkes Bay. I believe they said that the ball was stripped, which is why Hawkes Bay has still got this one available. Henry looks like he will be putting up the kick here. They've got the advantage as well. So now they're going to use their backline rather than going for the kick. Little chip of mine by McClutchy, bouncing awkwardly. It's taken by Liam Mitchell, and they will be going back for the penalty once again. We have also got their All Blacks by 20 as well, says Sergio. And also we have got there, will you be commentating for both games overnight? See if I can stay out to watch Tonga versus Scotland, says Novum. We are indeed. Both games going to be covered on this channel. I would have loved to be able to do them on the main channel, but due to that strike, it pretty much means that we are going to be doing them on this channel instead. And then maybe I'll do some sort of video based off them as well on the main channel, just to keep everyone informed. But yeah, we are certainly going to be covering it. That one did not find touch by Lincoln McClutchy. Big mistake there. And now Brett Cameron kicking it downfield into touch as well. So now 30 metres out, and it will be available for Hawkes Bay. We have got there. I actually think Tonga will win by 1 point as well, says League Zone Commentary. Tell you what, Tonga are hugely the underdog, but they've got some very good players. Like, they've got pretty much their side that they had up against Manu Samoa. And I feel like due to the fact that Scotland haven't played since the Six Nations as a side as well, so that kind of benefits Tonga in some regards, other than the fact that they have been playing in the URC kind of for their respective clubs for Scotland. But I'm excited. I feel like Tonga will put up a fight in that one as well. And now it's going to be a nice step there by Tuatavuki. Up to now 22 metres out, and it's going to be Gareth Evans now steaming forward as well. Entering now, look into Lolagi Vizinia, also the juggle. And now it will be the knock-on or double knock-on, I believe it is. So now it's going to be Manawatu with the scrum feed. So a couple early mistakes from both sides. Might have to have a nap after this game as well, says Novum there. And also we have got the Let's Go Tonga, as well, says David. And also the Welsh will bring their A game, but they'll have to dig deep to beat the ABs as well, says David. And also All Blacks by 17, the Welsh playing in the Premiership. Key players, in my opinion, they're absent, will be felt massively. Yeah, the likes of a Dan Bigger. Also, I do see Liam Williams is not going to be playing for them, which would have been a massive kind of extra boost for them in that back line. But yeah, it's going to be very tough for them to be able to win that game. But I feel like hearing that national anthem, that one's going to be now a free kick. No, it's not time off from the referee, and it is once again going to be scrum time that is causing a few issues. But yeah, hearing the singing inside of that stadium, it's going to be goosebumps. And also, I should mention that one is going to be a Halloween live stream. Originally, we did have something planned big for the main channel for the Halloween live stream, but instead it is going to be happening on the Kiwi Lad Sports. So be sure to stay tuned for that, because we are going to be dressed up in some regard for this live stream. I feel like it's going to be a little bit interesting to see how it goes, but we have got something planned that is hopefully going to be able to run smoothly. We have also got the Scots playing in the Premiership will miss out Stuart Hogg. Was in Exeter's lineup yesterday as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, they were able to get themselves the win. Exeter Chiefs, I did see. There's a few good fixtures on. Also, Harlequins taking on Saracens is going to be the Monday night game, I believe, at the same time as New Zealand versus India. So we will have to wait and see what one we cover there. But now it's going to be Henry. Goes back to Cameron. He is looking for the touchline once again. Normally his touch finder is very solid. And once again, being able to find that touchline, but taking it quickly. And now Ollie Sapsford is going to be kicking it back down the middle of the field. It looks a bit stormy in the background there. That one's going to be bouncing, and now it's going right back onto the side of Hawkes Bay. And it's going to be the counter-attack. Oh, it's well taken by Tom Parsons. He almost ended up juggling it. In the end, he has been able to claim that one 40 metres out at the moment here for Hawkes Bay. Henry goes back across, trying to use their big forwards. I believe it was the hooker. Was taking the carry there. And at this stage, it's going to be Jason Long Henry going to the short side. That's going to be an offside advantage there, 40 metres out. So they have got the option of the easy three if they decide to take it. It's still available, though. So they are going to be using this back line. Lincoln McClutchy sells the big dummy. Beautiful pass there. Nice a double pump, but now it's going into the hands of Tima Whainanuku. And it is going to be going back for the penalty to Hawkes Bay there as well. But yeah, at this stage, it seems like it could be going either way. I believe it was Higgins who did end up trying to get that back line going. Also, Lincoln McClutchy, he ended up selling the dummy, then went, and it was almost opening up the opportunity. What do they do from here, Hawkes Bay? Manawatu defending nicely so far. I love Quins versus Saracens, but probably New Zealand versus India is more appealing since it's pretty much a decider as well, says Sebastian there. Yeah, the bounce was very favourable for Hawkes Bay there. Somehow, Tom Parsons was able to hang on to that one. He had Howden all over him. They are looking for the touchline once again here, Hawkes Bay, playing aggressively in this fixture. He has been able to find the touchline about 20 metres out or so. And Hawkes Bay, they need to try and get themselves a try very soon. I feel like Manawatu are one of those sides that if they can hang in this match for the next kind of 20 or 30 minutes, maybe even score themselves a try before the end of the first half, they are not out of this game. But we do know how well Hawkes Bay can close out matches as well, which is why it is going to be so tough for them in the later stages. But yeah, the Quins versus Saracens game, I think I am going to have it so that I can see it at the same time, because that match is a must-see one as well, because we just never know what's going to happen. The Harlequins going in as huge underdogs, but I mean, Saracens, they have been finding themselves some decent form, but then if anyone can do it as well, it's the Harlequins as well. We have got their year through that pro as well, says that David there, but they are showing TK Howden. He needs a good performance here. Maybe if he can steal this one in the line out. I think we have worked out that ever since I got an extra light to try and light up the green screen, I have yawned like many, many times on these live streams. Now it's going to be taken nicely for Hawkes Bay, and it is now set. Trying to get this one marching forward. It looks like it is going down awkwardly for them. They've got the advantage, though, so now they can try and use this back line. Maybe a cross cut coming from Lincoln McClutchy. If the ball bounces up nicely, taken by Nuria for my. And that was beautifully done as well. Lalagi Bizinia finds the offload to McClutchy. Forward pass, though. And they are going to be going back for the penalty once again. I'm so surprised that Hawkes Bay have hung onto the shield for so long as well. Says League Zone Commentary. The thing is, they have had some tough challenges. They've had Waikato. They've also had Tasman, who everyone thought was going to be a guarantee that they were going to be able to take it off them, because Taranaki, Tasman actually came in as huge underdogs in that fixture. Taranaki is someone who we haven't seen challenge for this shield yet. They are looking like they're going to kick for the corner once again here for Hawkes Bay. Or are they? Yes, they are. They're going to continue to play aggressively. But yeah, something with this shield just means that Hawkes Bay have taken their game to the next level. Like, they got promoted from the championship and they are sitting top of the premiership now. So it just shows how well that they are playing at the moment. But that was a nice attempt at a rolling maul, but then it did go down. I believe it was number 4, possibly Torrance Reed. He did drag it down, taken nicely by Gareth Evans. That one has been taken down straight away there by Manawatu round the side there. Josh Kaifer, get him very close now. It's Jeff Gridge. Very, very close here for Hawkes Bay. Looks like they are going to be using the big forwards, just dragged down a metre short here. Looks like there are about 3 of the big forwards. It's a penalty though to Hawkes Bay. Double blow of the whistle. Time's off. Is there going to be a yellow card here for Manawatu? I'm sure it will be a last warning at the minimum, and we have got the Audit ZA guys as well. Welcome into the live stream, mate. It is great to see you here for a bit of rugby. I need the discipline across the park is what the referee has just told Captain Braden Iosi of Manawatu. So it seems like maybe this is going to be, do they go for the scrum or are they kicking for the corner? They're kicking for the corner once again here, Hawkes Bay. Or do they? What are they doing here? Yes, they are. They are going to go for that rolling maul. And also we have got their Kiwi lads. I saw your community. That's terrible that you got a strike as well. Says Audit. Yeah, hopefully we will be able to sort it within the next couple of weeks. But I believe more than likely I've been doing a bit of digging in terms of where the strike came from. And I found it's actually a bigger cricket YouTube channel that kind of struck us down. And I'm not sure whether or not it's because of the fact that they pretty much want to take out every single person in the competition, but pretty much, yeah, it is their channel. So I have a feeling that maybe they will wait until the kind of 10 to 14 business days and then be like, oh yeah, by the way, it was a fake strike. So you can have your channel back just so that the Cricket World Cup is almost out of the way. So a little bit of dirty tactics, I guess you could say, from one of the bigger channels. But now at this stage, Lulagi Vizier going into the hands of Enery. A little bit of a juggle there. And Tima Whainaranoku very close to the touchline. In fact, it was Ed Fidel there. Kaifa almost able to rip it away. And now it is going to be Manawatu who have got the line-out option. Line out there, 45 metres out from their own line at the moment here for Manawatu, and need to make sure that this one is set nicely and they are able to get themselves possibly a little bit of go forward at this stage. 14 minutes into this game, neither side scoring yet, but I'm sure that the tries aren't too far away as well. It's going to be a loose throw though, and now taken by Hawkes Bay, breaking the line there. It was Kariru Sims. Now Enery goes back once again here to Solomone Funaki. Trying to drive forward, tackle nicely though, Enery. Once again, flings it back. McClutchy now off into the hands of Higgins. Noria for Ma'ai. Wrestled down to the ground. I feel like he's going to get himself a try before the end of this match. Josh Kaifer maybe could also get himself one. And now at this stage, it is going to be, looks like Tima Whainaranoku is down with an injury at this stage. Lulagi Vision, yeah, bit of drawing pass there. And now Gareth Evans steaming his way forward. Still available, Enery. Goes back into the hands of, it was Long. 22 metres out of the moment. Enery once again looking to the short side, trying to get through the gap to it. Tavuki is the man who was dragged down there. But at this stage, the defence of Manawatu is holding up until, of course, Lincoln McClutchy starts putting the quick feet on. Still 22 out, though. And they're doing very nicely. What a pack of jerks. They are Amish as well. That's a penalty to Manawatu. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame because you wouldn't expect it from, like, the size of their channel that they would have to take out the, like, smaller channels at the same time. But pretty much, yeah, that is how it happened. A channel with over, I'll kind of give you a hint, it's over 200,000 subscribers. And they just struck us down so that they are the only ones who are able to do the commentary, which I guess, you know, it's a bit of a cheap tactic, I guess you could say. And also at this stage, it is going to be kicked downfield nicely. And that is a very good kick there from Brett Cameron. He is really finding his touch finders extremely nicely. But Tima Whainaranoku, it looks like he got some sort of poke in the eye, perhaps. He does not look too flash at the moment there. So I wonder if he is going to be going off the field or is he all right? I think he might be all right here. No, he is on the sideline. So by the looks of it, it will be the end of his night here for Tima Whainaranoku. Not looking good with the eye at this stage. And Ruwai will make his way. Oh, yeah, no. That eye is swollen badly. So I'm not sure whether or not it was a finger in the eye, but it's certainly swollen very, very quickly. And it does not look too good for Tima Whainaranoku. So his night is going to be over. So it is very early on and deep. And now at this stage, Ray Nuya is the man who has got this line out throw. 16 minutes into this game at the moment. And Manawatu are not losing this one. So at this stage, they are going to get their first real attacking opportunity. It's going to be Jason Emery. With the carry now going back into the hands of Liam Mitchell, throwing himself forward, offload to TK Howden now. And geez, he's got some speed, the big man. Now at this stage, Henry trying to get straight in there. Logan Henry now firing it back. Brett Cameron now out the back line. They've got men on the outside. It's going out to the winger. Drew Wild cut on the inside. And that is the try there. And it was, in the end, I want to say it was Hurley Langdon who was able to score it. Seamus Hurley Langdon was able to score it as well. So that is going to be the first try of the match there for Manawatu at home. Manawatu try scorers. We will add that to the try scorers list as well. Very nicely done. Just got the go forward big time there. And it was Hurley Langdon who was able to get himself over the line. And yeah, very impressive one indeed. We'll add that to the list. And it was in the 16th minute as well. So they have now taken the lead in the early stages of this fixture as well. They are the away side. Oh, sorry, they are the home side, but they are the underdog in this one as well. It's the stadium in Palmerston North. It is indeed. For this one, and also we have got their hello Arjit in the chat as well. No, well, try time, and did I miss something as well? Says Brandon, you did just miss the try of a Manawatu, but does now mean that they are going to get themselves into a good opportunity of leading, possibly going into halftime. Brett Cameron at the moment, 77% accuracy for his kick so far, 18 minutes into this game, and they have been able to take themselves into the lead here. Sorry, I was finishing a video as well, says Brandon, for that one. But yeah, Brett Cameron, someone who has been doing extremely well throughout this Bunnings NPC competition. Manawatu first blood as well, not expected. Says Sebastian, yeah, they came in as about $3.50 underdogs for this fixture. Everyone thought Hawkes Bay were going to be winning it, although late in the kind of stage, they did actually change the odds a little bit. They were originally over $4. So maybe some late money going on to them. But at this stage, 7-0 for Manawatu over Hawkes Bay. Hopefully, they update their scoreboard very soon because the fact that it is 18 minutes through this fixture, so they have got the time right. They just don't quite have that try of Seamus Hurley Langdon, who was able to score it in a very nice fashion as well. Also, TK Howden, the man who was able to get the original break, but now it's available for Manawatu inside of their own 22. That was a good run from Braden Iosi, and that is something that you expect from the captain of Manawatu. He will continuously just keep on charging at the line. But now Hawkes Bay, other side, who are under a little bit of pressure. Lincoln McClutchy passes it back across now. And Ololagi Vizinia sticks it on the boot, looking for the touchline, and he has been able to do so. And that one has gone into touch. We have got Wallaby 7 and France 7 live commentary at 8:15 as well, says Brandon there. But at this stage, 19 minutes through this game as well. And Rainui are now 45 metres out from their own line here, Manawatu. They have struck first. And if they can strike one more time, they might try and work their way towards that bonus point. Taken nicely by Liam Mitchell now using their back line. Logan Henry off to Braden Iosi. Once again, making a few extra meters for them. Going back now, Brett Cameron drawing past. Nice little offload as well here for Manawatu. And Milner Scudder getting his first touch of this fixture so far. They have been told to release him. That is what they are going to do. Someone has just stolen someone's shirt on the sideline. Cross kick available here for Cameron. Not quite taken by Ray Nuia though. And it is going to be going into touch. I don't believe he got his hands on it though. So I believe it is going to be the line out here for Hawkes Bay. They still have not updated the scoreboard. Hopefully they do very, very soon, because it says 21 minutes through, and Manawatu at this stage are 7-0 up. Oh, did hit one of his hands, but it did end up going backwards off it, but now it is going to be the line-out throw for Hawkes Bay once again here. Deciding where to go. It's going to be taken nicely by Tom Parsons, and now the rolling maul is starting to be set. They have been going for it a few times throughout this match. All the balls popped out the back, but it is still available. And now Drew Wild making his first tackle of the match. Braden Iosi trying to get on the ball. Hasn't quite been able to do so. Now this stage is going to be Parsons. Once again, great defense though from Manawatu, forcing them backwards. And they need to make sure that they keep that pressure on them at the defensive line, because they did have about 10 phases earlier, but weren't able to get their way forward. Now it's going up, taken beautifully by Brett Cameron, met by Tuatavuki though. And he has been able to wrestle him down 40 metres out now for Manawatu. 20 minutes into this first half of this stage, we have got there. Are you going to stream the Black Ferns at 3 a.m.? I want to know if I'll wake up or not, says Michaela. So unfortunately, at 3 a.m., they have got a little bit of an overlap, and we are going to be doing the game between Scotland and Tonga. But during that game, I will also have the Black Ferns game on so that I can see exactly what the score is in that fixture as well. And also we have got there. Hi, good to see you back online as well, says Shane. Yeah, pretty much at this stage, even though the main channel has got a strike, we are going to be continuing to do the live streams on the Ski Lad Sport channel. So if you guys are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be back for Scotland versus Tonga, and also the All Blacks taking on Wales is the other one as well. And All Blacks 7 need to win this as well, says Brandon there. Now at this stage, McClutchy able to kick to the touchline, and Brett Cameron. There's quite a good battle at the moment between the two young fly halves. But Ray Nuia needs to make sure that this one is straight as well. I thought Black Ferns wasn't till Monday morning our time as well. Says no, Mum, I might have to have a quick look to see whether or not. And I do see that they've actually updated their scoreboard, which is great to see as well. We will have a quick look. International Women's Rugby. Yeah, it is actually still 1 day away, sorry. for that one. So that game is going to be taking place at 3:30 a.m. on Monday morning, New Zealand time. And yeah, it is going to be England taking on New Zealand. So we will possibly be covering that one tomorrow. Or if we're not covering that game, then we will be covering the game that is taking place at the same time, but keeping you guys informed of that one as well. And also we have got there, Michaela said, oh, sorry, no worries. But yeah, hopefully it is a good game, and hopefully New Zealand might be able to get themselves a decent win now. It's going to be Naria Famai once again with the carry. At this stage, Hawkes Bay just trying to look for a little bit of magic in the backline. McClutchy wrestled down to the ground there, and Logan Henry wins the penalty for Manawatu. At this stage, they are working hard throughout this fixture. Manawatu looking good so far. They are indeed. They don't seem like they are too keen on losing this game up against the top of the Premiership side. We've seen a couple upsets already this round. This would be the biggest by far if they are able to knock out Manawatu here just before the playoff games as well. But all of the other games have only been split by 4 points. 37-33, Southland were able to win over Northland. 37-33, Waikato were able to win over Bay of Plenty. And then Tasman did lose 20 points to 24 up against Canterbury as well on the Friday night fixture. The other matches that we have got is Otago versus Wellington in a friendly tomorrow at 1:05 p.m. And then also Bay of Plenty versus Northland is going to be a Wednesday night fixture, which is going to be pretty awesome to see due to the fact that we haven't had too many Wednesday night games, if any, for the Bunnings NPC so far. But just the one try so far for Seamus Hurley Langdon in this fixture. Other than that, though, we have not had too many at all, but we will have to wait and see whether or not we get to see some in the second half. Or maybe the second half of this first half, I guess you could say. But 23 minutes into this one at the moment, and 7-0 to Manawatu. I don't think many people were expecting this to be the scoreline. Hawkes Bay have been on fire in their recent fixtures. They have been able to win themselves into that situation of just keeping that shield for a very long time. Let's go to Zasis, Kyle. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Hope you are excited for all the rugby that we have got. We are going to be covering those international fixtures on this channel here as well. Come on, Hawkes Bay. Don't stuff up my multi as well, says CJ. How many legs is your multi, CJ? Do let me know. Because of the fact that I feel like at this stage, it seemed like Hawkes Bay was safe money, I guess you could say, for those ones as well. So you stream of the Tonga game, I am indeed. And also we have got that if you want to join the Discord server, we can keep updated in regards to the future streams, all things rugby and cricket. I'll put the link here as well. See some matches. Thank you very much, mate. I feel like you almost know more about Discord than myself, which is great to see as well. So thank you very much for helping me out there. Josh Kaifa now breaking the line. He's got a bit of pace. Gives it off to Naria Famai. Offload on the inside to Parsons, and this is just the break of the line now. It's going to be the number 12. Offload now, and it's going to be Ollie Sapsford, who has scored the try for Hawkes Bay. And I mean, it must have worked, CJ. You told them to not mess it up, and they have just gone the full length of the field and scored themselves the try there. And it is Ollie Sapsford who was able to do so there. And that was a very good counter-attack from Hawkes Bay. And now at this stage, we will add there to the try scorers list as well. It kind of came out of nowhere as well. Just a loose ball for Josh Kaifa getting the turnover on the 22. Liam Mitchell, just a little bit of a loose carry, I believe it was. No, it was Logan Henry just getting it a bit wrong. And then from there, Josh Kaifa just ends up charging forward. And they had about 4 options in support. Every time just finding the perfect offload on the inside. Went into the hands of the number 12 then from the Ollie Sapsford. Was able to finish it off as well. So we will add him to the try scorers list. And now at the 26th minute, Hawkes Bay are now back into this fixture as well. We had that one. There we go. It's back to 7-all as well. And also we've got that what a try. 7 legs, cuz people and had Hawkes Bay as the last leg as well, says CJ. So hopefully for your sake, they will be able to get 7 legs. Geez, that's quite a long one. That would be a decent amount of money. I would think it also we have got their try Magpies, says Sebastian there. But yeah, this stage back to 7-all. They've been able to convert, and now it does mean that they are just showing once again that Drew Wild has made his way back. What's that? Back off the field? Have they put Tima Whaiananuku back out there? Surely not. His eye looked like it was well and truly swelled shut, but I think they have. I think he is back out on the field. Lolagi Vizinia with a good touch finder there, and now it does mean that Ollie Sapsford scoring the opening try of this fixture for Hawkes Bay. The other try that was scored a little bit earlier on, Seamus Hurley Langdon, was the man who was able to score up at 25 minutes into this fixture. I think I put 26 for Sapsford. I did go a little bit early, but now at this stage, once again, the line out not quite working out for them there. It's going to be available for Hawkes Bay once again. Now driving for Jeff Cridge with a good carry. At this stage, I feel like we've seen one try from each side, so now it's probably going to speed up quite drastically in this one. Going back across field, and it's going to be Lolagi Vizinia. Looked like he was tackled Just a little bit high, but it is still going to be available here for Hawkes Bay, close to the touchline. Finding the offload, though, to Enery. And now, once again, Hintz is going to be driving his way forward. Enery passes it back. The bounce pass to Lincoln McClutchy. Very flat pass to, it was in the number 2 jersey, Kiriru Sims. And it was forward, so they are going to be going back for the scrum now for Manawatu. So this game looks like it could be a very close one. Like I mentioned, every other game so far split by only the 4 points. This one might be no different. Okay. Interesting. Tima Whaina Nuku. They've decided he's actually going to play on in this game with one eye. He's actually going to... So pretty much, they had a man out there. It was Drew Wild, and instead now he's come back on the field. He's literally got this eye completely covered. He can't see out it, but he is going to be out on the field as well. We do have joined the Discord as well, says League Zone Commentary. I do see that I'll get a notifications as well, so welcome to that Discord chat, which I do need to work out a little bit more on how to use as well. As you guys probably know, my Discord skills are not the best, but hopefully they will be able to get better as we have that Discord for a little bit longer as well. But at this stage, Brett Cameron is a very important player here for Manawatu, and also we have got the boy as from Sebastian at this stage. 64% possession for Hawkes Bay, also 62% territory. More time in the opponent's 22, and now that they have scored themselves a first try, they don't normally stop scoring them until they get that bonus point. In fact, that would be an interesting stat. How many times have Hawkes Bay scored a try and then gone on to get the bonus point compared to not getting it? I believe it would be definitely about that 80% mark, but now at this stage, TK Alden was practicing his backwards rolls just in case he does need them for this fixture, but now still available for Manawatu. 40 metres out from their line. Brett Cameron going to be going for the kick in behind, looking slightly for a bit of space. Just goes straight into the hands of Lalagi Vizinia, who is also looking for that 50-22. It's getting close to the touchline, but Cameron is back to cover, flings it back across field, and Negi Monaskara now kicking it downfield, not able to find touchline. Now it's going to be the counter-attack here for Nuria Famo'i, looking for the gap as well. Good tackle there from TK Howden on the halfway line to slow down the momentum for Hawkes Bay. Looking to the short side now, lobby pass there, beautifully done from Lincoln McClutchy, cut him back on the inside, Ollie Saxford. Nailed in the tackle, but Enery now, huge amount of pressure on him as well. Counter ruck here from Manawatu, but still available for Hawkes Bay. McClutchy now has to play halfback, gives it off to, it is going to be Gareth Evans. Tom Parsons looked like he almost tackled the Manawatu player, but now Lincoln McClutchy drawing pass out to Lalagi Vizinia. It's cut in on the inside. I believe he is signed with Moana Pacifica, which is going to be pretty awesome to see. Shout out Hamilton as well, says Tame there. And at the chat, welcome into the live stream. That's a penalty to Manawatu. Just outside of the 22 as well, so they will be able to kick downfield. It is their try scorer, Seamus Hurley-Langton, was able to get his hands on that ball there. He has got a smile at the moment for his side, but he's looking like he is taking in some very deep breaths due to the fact that this game is being played at a frantic pace between these two sides, and we know that that probably favours Hawkes Bay for the later stages. They have got a strong bench, and I will put them up on the screen for you guys to see exactly who is going to be coming off it. They have got Pori Rakati Stones. Also, Brent Evans is another player to look out for in this situation. Devon Flanders as well. Tusitala, Caleb Markini, and then Robinson Bartlett will be another man who will be able to come off the bench as well. Not to even mention Jacob Devery, who will be coming on for that rolling more option in the later stages of this fixture as well, when they do try and push their way into the bonus point position. I'm not watching, but just leaving the video running in the background so you have an extra view as well. My final word, let's go Brandon as well, says BK Sport. Appreciate you being here, mate. Now Logan Henry driving his way forward just outside of the 22 once again here for Manawatu. Where is Ed Fidel? Because I feel like that, man, they've got the advantage here for Manawatu, so they would take on the 3 points if they get the opportunity to. Or would they? Do they? Yes, they are going to have the penalty, right? This is a big decision here for them, because you're straight out in front. This will give you the lead, but are 3 points going to be enough to get into the position of winning this game in the later stages? What do they decide? Someone is pointing at the post. Brett Cameron, does he agree? Braden Iosi's deciding as well. I believe they are going to be taking on the 3 points, so that will give them the lead in this fixture, going closer and closer to halftime. 30 minutes in at the moment for this one, but was a great run there from Logan Henry. Then just tried to work his way forward. It's also going to be Griffin Culver coming off the bench for Manawatu. It could be an interesting option, but I believe just trying to get his hands on the ball there, Solomoni Funaki was the man who ended up giving away that penalty. But now 25 meters out here, Brett Cameron will have the option of the 3. Hawkes Bay, they have been under pressure in this fixture so far. Anytime that Manawatu have been able to create that kind of counter-attacking opportunity, they have been able to get themselves very close to the try line. Same can be said for Hawkes Bay, though. They were able to get their one try. Brett Cameron striking it high, striking it well, and that is going to be straight down the middle. So now the score, 10 to Manawatu, and it's 7 to Hawkes Bay now for this one as well. But 30.5 minutes into this fixture. Oh, I feel bad. One of the Hawkes Bay supporting kids is looking very sad at the moment for his side. But yeah, we will have to wait and see whether or not Hawkes Bay can get the job done here. I believe at this stage, later on in this game, they will have the advantage. But up until this point, I would say advantage is going the way of Manawatu. They've had less possession, less territory, and they have still been able to get themselves into a 3-point lead. But now kicking for the touchline there, Logan Henry strikes the ball nicely, and that has found the touchline very nicely, taken there by the ball boy as well on the sideline. And also, we have got the IB Snakers there, chair as well. Welcome into the live stream, mate. It is great to see you here. We are going to be back for Scotland versus Tonga and also All Blacks versus Wales a little bit later on in the night. It is going to be a 5:15 a.m. kickoff for that match between Wales and the All Blacks, but we are going to be up for it, and we are going to be covering it on the channel. Taken nicely there by Jeff Cridge. Now Lincoln McClutchy passes it across Solomoni Funaki. Like I mentioned, he is signed for Moana Pacifica. They have got a very good side building. McClutchy now also signed for them, and Gareth Evans wrestled down to the ground, still available. Once again, going to the short side, Lincoln McClutchy now trying to get a bit of a step going. It looks like it's very, very grey in the background, so it may end up pouring down in a very short moment at the ground. Tom Parsons now with another carry, but he is tackled by Howard, and now around the side, Enrique gives it off now to Tuatavuki. Trying to get forward Manawatu there. It's going to be a penalty advantage against them. Also, we have got their welcome in and hey from Rob as well. Welcome in to the live stream as well, mate. That one is going high, and that one is going down the middle of the field as well there. And now at this stage, penalty to Hawkes Bay. Do they take the 3 points to get back to an even playing field, or do they go for the corner? I feel like in this situation, I know Hawkes Bay decently, so I was going to say that they would take on the corner, but now that I think about it, they may actually go for the 3 instead. What are they thinking? Well, this one, that man has got a bucket on his head, and his glasses says MILF. What a polite young gentleman, but now at this stage, it is going to be going into touch. They have decided Discord, please, as well, says Obi Snake. I believe a little bit earlier on, we did have the link from Sebastian in the chat as well, Obi Snake, and also we've got their love listening to you and BK Sports Rugby Down Under podcast, as well as this League Zone, and yeah, it comes out every single Wednesday for that one as well. But yeah, if you wear a bucket at a Manawatu game, I believe you do get in for free. So that is exactly what that man has done. But now at this stage, it's going to be the line out throw for Hawkes Bay, currently 15 metres out, needing an important one here. Kiriru Sims will be the man who has thrown it to the front to Parsons now. And it is very nicely set for them. Going to start marching forward, and this is moving very nicely here for Hawkes Bay. Keeping on at this stage. Still going sideways a little bit, but now breaking off the back there. Kiriru Sims, beautiful offload, and Satsford scores a second of the match as well. And that is going to be the second try of the match for Ollie Satsford, working his way towards a hat-trick perhaps for this one. Ollie Satsford, he is out on that wing in the number 14 jersey. Got another one, and now because of it, Hawkes Bay able to take the lead back as well. I do see Obi just slid into the server as well as the notification that I just got, but at this stage now, just breaking off the back, Kiriru Sims able to find that offload to Satsford, who was lurking there, and he was ready to go and just ended up attacking the line, just scoring the try. Very, very, very nicely done there for the Magpies, and try Magpies as well, says Sebastian. So they are looking now to try and extend that lead from the touchline. Lincoln McClutchy, I believe his accuracy with the kicking tee is very impressive this season. Now that will jinx him. He'll probably miss this one, but he's got 1 from 1 tonight. This one is a lot more difficult than his last, though, 40 metres out, right on the touchline. But he's got a very good kicking percentage normally. Have I jinxed him? We will have to wait and see. Taking a deep breath here, Lincoln McClutchy. And I have to say, it is great to see that Moana Pacifica picked him up. A very talented young player that none of the Super Rugby teams did sign. He's missed that one, unfortunately. Just gone away to the side. I did call that one there. And also we'll get there. Try from David there in the chat as well. Ollie Satsford at the moment scoring himself 2 tries out on that right wing. And also we have there Watt as well, says Rob Barkley there as well. Are we talking about, or what is Discord for us for pretty much it's going to be taken nicely by Brett Cameron. We'll come back to that in a very short moment, but now going for the counter-attack here, Manawatu. Looking for the backline movement. It's out to Howden. Now goes to Braden Iosi with the step as well, going for it. into the number 8 jersey, the captain of Manawatu, trying to get them marching forward. The knees are on the ground here, so they do have to release him. Now going back to Henry Brett Cameron there. Now great run there from, it was Hurley Langdon. Still going forward at this stage. Brandon Iosi off to Nii Munaskata now. Reinuia also starting to get it going forward here for Manawatu. So pretty much what happened there was they decided to go for the short kickoff rather than going for the long one, and it did work very nicely. But now it's worked in the favour of Hawkes Bay. Going for the back line, stolen though by Liam Mitchell, and he scores a try for Manawatu. They're back into it. And Liam Mitchell, he just sat there waiting for the opportunity to steal that one, and he scores it now. Liam Mitchell for Manawatu. We'll add him to the list as well. Liam Mitchell at this stage. Come to play here, Manawatu by the looks of it, but it is Liam Mitchell who was able to score it. They just waited there. He was just waiting for that backline pass, and Henry threw it, and he was said, well, he said thank you very much as well. Chatting of future stream updates, all things rugby and cricket as well, says Sebastian for the Discord. Yeah, pretty much it is just a way of being able to chat when there is no rugby on and anything like that as well. And yes, Manawatu, says Arlo Ryan. Yeah, this stage they're playing very nicely in this game. The Manawatu Turbos, 36 minutes into this game, and they have taken the league back. And now at this stage, Brett Cameron got the kick straight out in front, and that will now make the score 17 points for Manawatu and 12 to Hawkes Bay as well. So this game's looking like it's going to be a high-scoring one. Difference in the sides at the moment is 5. Every other fixture of this round has been 4. So we are well and truly looking like it could be pretty similar here, but kicked off long now from Hawkes Bay. Taken nicely by, once again, Logan Henry. Well, let's put it high in the sky, and it has found touch. Once again, very good kick from Manawatu, and they have been able to clear the ball very nicely throughout this whole fixture, always getting themselves back down to the halfway line, which is very important when you're looking for a clearance. If you are only about that 30 metres out from your line, that is where teams can really attack. But now Hawkes Bay going to have to attack from their own half in this situation. But now at this stage, once again, going to be thrown into the back. Josh Kaifa, a little bit of a juggle, and now it's going to be sitting up nicely. It's going to be a knock on, though, so it is going back as well. I think I got my score prediction wrong as well, says League Zone. I believe you were 21-24 or something along those lines, weren't you? It could still happen for that one. Oh, no, sorry, it couldn't, because I just realised Manawatu is sitting on the 17 as well. Got it as well. Says Rob there, and also we have got the eye. Finally made a long way to return as well, says Cameron Jeffrey. Welcome back to the channel, mate. It is great to see you. Anyone who is kind of new or one of the older subscribers on the channel, pretty much what has happened is we have got a copyright strike on the main channel just for now until we can get it removed, as it was a false strike. So once that is removed, we will be back onto the main channel for our live streams. But until then, we are going to be doing them on the Kiwi Lad Sport channel, just due to the fact that we can't actually do them on the main channel, because if you've got a strike, you're not allowed any live streams, which is pretty rough. Definitely because of the fact that we did find out that it was just one of the bigger cricket YouTube channels who did want to take us down, so that they didn't have any competition. But now at this stage, going to be going for, once again, Jason Emery just inside of the half here for Manawatu. It's going to be Brett Cameron now. Nice little step from Nii Munaskata. Stage still available for Henry. Liam Mitchell, the try scorer, the last try scorer, got another one as well. Says it Cameron Jeffrey there. Yeah, pretty much this one was for cricket this time, and we did find out that it was one of the bigger channels who were trying to say that we were using their stuff so that we couldn't stream at the same time as them, pretty much. So it was an interesting one. And also we have got there what a go as well, says Rob. Yeah, it is pretty rough that they are able to do that. And because of it, it does mean that we are actually going to have, oh, beautiful from Hawkes Bay. No, he's not going to be able to get it. Nuria Famai tries to kick it forward. A little knock-on advantage there for Manawatu. And now it's going to be their number 1 driving their way forward. I believe it was Gavigan. And in the carry, Brett Cameron now kicking it back downfield. They had the advantage. And once again, close to the touchline. Not able to find it, though. McClutchy goes back across to Lalagi Vizania, getting the speed going, trying to break the tackle. Great low tackle from Cameron, though. Now looking to the short side, it's going to be Lincoln McClutchy. Sells the big dummy there, Grubber in behind, and he's going to be chasing it himself close to the touchline here. Taken nicely and just running it out there was Maraku. Had no option for that one as well. With how many channels you have, opens up Kiwi Lad Sport as well. Says Arlo, that is a good point. We have actually got a few plans, because as soon as that strike gets removed, I'll probably make a video on the main channel kind of explaining our plans for each of the channels in the future, because I think we are going to have kind of set things for each of them as well. We have got an email. Munaskata used to be one of my favorite players as well. Says League Zone there. Yeah, he's certainly still a very skillful individual, even though He is moving his way up there in age. He is still very talented. That's not straight, and that's going to be the end of the half, I believe, due to the fact that it is going to be not straight. So 40 minutes into this one as well, and that is going to be the end of the first half. 17 points to Manawatu, 12 to Hawkes Bay. 2 tries for Ollie Satsford, but then the 2 tries as well for Manawatu, Hurley Langton, and also Mitchell, who was able to score the other. And we have got there. I'm excited for the All Blacks game tomorrow versus Wales. Going to be a good game as well, says Cameron Jeffrey. It is indeed. And I'm very excited to see that one take place. Definitely because of the fact that they are going to have such a large crowd for that fixture as well. We have got there. When your next be a pro? As well, says Arlo Ryan. So that is a good question. Hopefully, once that strike does get removed, we will be able to continue our Be a Pro on the main channel. But due to the fact that those are live streams, we can't actually do them on the Kiwi Lads channel until that strike is removed as well. So it's not just like the cricket and the rugby that it's affecting. It's also affecting the gaming channel because of the fact that some of the games that we do play on the main channel aren't available at this stage. And Wales versus All Blacks, I reckon, will be a tight one at the start. And then in the middle of the second half, the All Blacks open up the score as well, says it Rob Barkley. And we have got their possibly gaming channel as well, says Arlo Ryan. I guess that could be a decent point as well. And also Bodie going to get the Hundy as well, says Cameron Jeffrey. Yes, 100th test match. He is going to get to start it for this picture as well. Also, they've got Retallick and Whitelock, 2 very experienced fellows in their lock-in combo. Yeah, it's going to be a good match. Geordie Barrett starting at fullback for this one as well. Will Jordan coming off a hat-trick on one wing, out on the other, Rico Ioane with the pace. Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. And I feel like even though it is going to be in the middle of the night, I'm going to be wide awake for that fixture. And also, we have got something special planned since it is going to be Halloween here in New Zealand. Got some sort of costume type arrangement organised for that one as well. So hopefully it does all run smoothly. So be sure to be back here when those games are going to be starting for the All Blacks versus Wales. That is going to be starting at 5:15 kickoff, but we are going to be starting probably around 30 minutes earlier just to talk all things about that fixture. And also Scotland versus Tonga, we will be covering on the channel just before that one takes place as well. But yeah, going to be very exciting. But at the moment, Hawkes Bay, they've had more position, they've had more territory, they've had more time in the opposition 22, but they haven't got more points at this stage. Manawatu able to score 2 tries, converted, and also they have been able to get themselves the extra 3 points as well for a penalty. Hawkes Bay here, they have had 2 tries, both scored by Satsford, but only one of them has been converted, which is why they are sitting on the 12 at this stage. But it's going to be very important that they start the second half well. We know that they can close out a half well, but it's how they start this one for the next kind of 10 to 15 minutes that will really shape this game of whether or not Manawatu will be able to get themselves a lead. And Chile got the win over Canada as well. Let's go, as well, says Cameron. Yeah, so that does now mean that Chile are going to be taking on the USA at some stage next year for the Rugby World Cup qualifier. So USA, this stage, they will have to make sure that they get that win, or else they will be out of the World Cup as well. And that would mean that we wouldn't have Canada or the USA in that fixtures, in those fixtures for 2023, which is less than 2 years away as well, which is pretty awesome to see. Now, at this stage, we have got there Hurley Langton and also Liam Mitchell, the 2 try scorers for Manawatu. Then Satsford still able to get himself 2 tries in that one. We're just seeing that first try, and it was that go for beautiful offload from Liam Mitchell that then opened up the opportunity for TK Howden to just drive his way forward. And it was then just a good bit of recycled ball out the back line. Wide pass out to Hurley Langton, who broke the line through the tackle of Kaifa and Evans and was able to score himself the try. Then the next try that they were able to score as well, it was Liam Mitchell also involved, was able to get himself the interception. And then the 2 tries for Hawkes Bay, both scored by Satsford, one of them off a line break where they just kept on passing, kept on offloading. Anyone seen Scrumless as well, says Obi Snake as well. I believe it is still kind of the middle of the night there in America, so I assume maybe she set the alarm for the All Blacks game rather than these kind of Bunnings NPC ones a little bit earlier on in Uruguay, the Rising Stars, as well, says Cameron, because I believe, if I'm not wrong, it must be about 2:54 a.m. For her at the moment, Obi Snake. But yeah, at this stage, just showing that offload. Very nicely done by, it was Kareru Sims, who was able to find the offload into the hands of Ollie Satsford. So he is only one away from being able to get into the position of a hat-trick. Whoever loses that game, go to the repechage. Repechage, hopefully I've pronounced that correctly, repechage, maybe from Rob. So pretty much whoever loses that one, due to the fact that they've already had America's 2 qualified, I don't know whether or not they do still get another opportunity, because I know that at this stage, Uruguay have qualified. So Canada are completely missing out. And then whoever wins this kind of 2-match series between Chile and USA do go through. And I think the other team, unfortunately, does miss out. I could be wrong there, though. They may still have one more opportunity. I know that Tonga after losing their game up against Moana Pacifica, still got one more opportunity to be able to qualify, and they are going to be taking on either Hong Kong, Malaysia, or South Korea, I believe, in their fixture. But now at this stage, play of the half they are showing at the moment, and it is going to be very exciting to see how it goes. They are showing that kickoff from Brett Cameron, just went the 10 meters, and then from there, he just ended up breaking the line, putting all the pressure on Manawatu. It was just the grubber, went perfectly 10 as well from Brett Cameron. It kind of looks similar to that Richie Moonga one that we did see a little while ago, but the ball went 10, and then from there, they were on the counter-attack for the, it was going to be counter-attack for Manawatu, and also we have got you're on my big screen tonight as well, says Obi Snake. So I guess hello in all, I assume it's either 1080 or 4K, maybe your TV, so welcome in to anyone who is in Obi Snake's room as well, unless of course he is just by himself, then hello Obi Snake. Oh, my hand turned green there. I'm like a lizard, but now we have got the Uruguay made it. Canada are out, and Chile and Uruguay have a chance against each other to qualify as well, and Canada out, says Obi Snake. Yeah, unfortunately for them, first time ever that they have been in a qualifying match and actually not made it to the World Cup. Unfortunately, Canada got to the World Cup last time through repechage as well, says Rob Barkley. So yeah, maybe at this stage, whoever loses that one will be able to get themselves still one more opportunity. But I believe at this stage, Canada this year, unfortunately for them, are completely out, which is pretty rough because of the fact that Canada, I enjoy watching them play. They've got quite a few up-and-coming talents as well, definitely from the MLR starting up in kind of recent times. But I assume we are not too far away from the second half getting back underway. Do let me know your final score predictions, ladies and gentlemen. I thought Hawkes Bay were going to win this one, but doesn't seem that likely at the moment, the way that Manawatu are playing. But I will say Hawkes Bay in the later stages are going to be able to run away with it. So I'm going to say they're going to end with 31, and Manawatu are going to end with 27. 27 to 31. Reason behind it, because every other game is split by 4 points, and this one will be no different, I guess you could say as well. So 27, I'm going to have to probably write that down or else I'll forget it. But I haven't got a pen, so I have to write it down in my mind. And I could be possibly forgetting it. But 27-31 final score prediction. So I'm going to say, unfortunately for Manawatu, it's going to go right down to the wire. But Hawkes Bay are going to be able to fight hard in the later stages. Definitely with the bench that they have got, the likes of Devon Flanders, Bryn Evans, Namatahi Wa'a, and also Pori Stones, 32-28 for Manawatu as well. Says Rob there, go Chile in there from David Boys, and Waikato got destroyed by Hawkes Bay as well. Says Cameron, that's the thing. Everyone thought that Hawkes Bay were going to be losing the Ranfurly Shield this year. Whether it was to Waikato, whether it was to Tasman. Tasman was the one that, as Shield holders, they actually came in as the underdog Hawkes Bay for that fixture. They were just able to win it. They were able to get themselves a bonus point within about 20 minutes or so, which was pretty insane to see as well. So, yeah, we're going to have to wait and see whether or not they will be able to get the win here. They are a good side in the last kind of 20 minutes or so with the bench that they have got themselves. But saying that, Manawatu, they seem to be able to close out a game not too badly either. They were close with Taranaki. I believe the end score in that one was 47-35 in favour of Taranaki at the end of that one. Now, at this stage, we are getting very close to the second half getting back underway. And Hurley Langdon and also Mitchell were the two try scorers for Manawatu. Two forwards, whereas for Hawkes Bay, it was actually two tries by the same man, which was Ollie Satsford out on that right wing side. Hasn't been able to get himself the two tries. Also two conversions. I'm going to have to go, but I'm back. I'm back, boys and girls, as well, says Cameron. So hopefully we do get to see you for that live stream later on tonight for Scotland and Tonga, or maybe just the All Blacks taking on Wales. But I do appreciate you being here for this live stream, mate. Yeah, I hope you have been enjoying it as well. Take care, Cameron, says Sebastian there as well. But the one extra penalty for Manawatu, yeah, that could be crucial for them because they did have the option of taking the 3 Hawkes Bay. They decided against it. They scored the try. So we're going to have to wait and see how we go as well. We always got that you will always be the best as well, says Cameron. Much appreciated, mate. And yeah, it is great to see you here once again. But at this stage, line breaks, they've actually had more here, Hawkes Bay. So they've been dominating all the stats other than the score. They've had less penalties against them. They've been able to get more turnovers. Scotland versus Tonga will be interesting, says Rob. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. I think not quite as much as the All Blacks taking on it will be Wales, but that game is still one that I'm very, very excited for. It's almost an awesome prelim, I guess you could say, to the main event that is going to be Wales taking on the All Blacks. But yeah, I'm very excited for that one as well. And so we have got there. I haven't seen her for about 2 streams as well, says David there. For it is Scrumless. But yeah, pretty much these streams have been at kind of weird hours of the night in America, but hopefully for the late night ones, I believe anytime we've got a live stream that takes place kind of after about 3 a.m. or so, she is normally about for these ones as well. But yeah, we will have to wait and see that one. I'm not too sure how that live stream's going to do because of the fact we are on the sport channel, but hopefully if I do post about it on the main channel, a few of you guys will be able to come over and keep me company throughout that game because it is going to be a 5:15 a.m. kickoff here in New Zealand. I'm also going to be all dressed up, so I feel like, yeah, if you're interested to see what I am going to have for the Halloween planned, be sure to check it out. But now at this stage, our showing Josh Kaifa hasn't been able to get himself a try yet in this fixture, but other than dropping the ball early, he's looked dangerous. Also created that line break originally that did get the first try of the match for Hawkes Bay. They're showing that man Gareth Evans as well. Bryn Evans will be coming off the bench, taken nicely there by Jeff Cridgen. Also, we have got there Scotland will be expected to win. Says David. Yeah, I believe in terms of odds, they are well and truly favourites. I believe they're more of a favourite in that game in terms of about $18 for Tonga to win that one. So it is a huge number in terms of how much of an underdog they are. But they've got a good backline. I see James Fiver going to be at 15. Also, they've got Sonatane Takalua will be at number 9. He had a very good kind of series up against Manu Samoa. But now, once again, it is going to be Manawatu. We'll have the ball in hand now. Ray Nuia once again going to be driving his way forward, been making quite a few meters throughout this fixture. Once again, Ni'i Milner now Emery with the drawing pass. TK Howden looking for the offload, tries to find it. Didn't work out though. And now it is going to be available for Hawkes Bay just inside of their own 22. And looking for the touchline, has been able to find it as well, but not making a huge amount of meters. But was important that he did find the clearance there. And now Manawatu once again will be on attack for the early stages of this one. They are just playing like a team who are on fire at the moment. It was in the end. Just finding a nice little offload there on the inside. Now at this stage, Ray Nuia will have the line out throw. It's going to be taken nicely. Was it straight? Yes, it was. And now Mitchell passes it back once again to Emery. Dragged down by Solomoni Funaki. And TK Alden once again driving hard, and he has been dragged down there by the number 2. But at this stage, he has made a huge amount of meters as well. Brian Iosi now attacking the line. Dragged down straight on the ball there. Almost was Josh Kaifa, but not able to get it. Liam Mitchell once again with the drawing pass, goes back to Cameron. Now they've got numbers on the outside. Now it's going to be Seamus Early. Langdon tries to offload it miles forward. And it does now mean that it is going to be either the line out for Hawkes Bay or the scrum. Well, it's got the head started as well. There's more cake. This match has started, but the one that is going to be taking place between Tonga and Scotland is going to be kicking off at about 2:15 a.m. or 2:30 a.m. I believe it is. If any kids come to the door for Halloween, I'm going to give them fruit and veggies as well, says Rob. Yeah, because I believe in our small town, if you want people to come to your door, I think you've got to put a black balloon on your letterbox for it rather than just having it normal, like with no balloon. I believe that's something that they've got here. But I mean, if they want a bit of fruit and vegetables, very good indeed. What type of fruit are you going to give them, Rob? And also my stand lies to me as well, says more cake there. Tell you what, if I went trick-or-treating and someone came up to the door and had a mango, I would be happy because of the fact that I absolutely love me a mango, unless, of course, it was a Peruvian mango rather than a Australian one as well. Is Jonah Lowe playing? He is not. So he is one player that is missing for this match. But out in his position, it is Ollie Satsford, who has been able to score himself 2 tries so far. Better be mango as well, says prop circles there as well. And also casual stand says that Rob, and also McGate's already locked, says I've snaked there. Now it's going to be the advantage and the penalty. The Hawkes Bay outside of their 22. But yeah, they are missing Jonah Lowe for this fixture. Also, Stacey Ely is another player who is not going to be there. And it also says it's kicking off at 5:05 p.m. Says more cake. So that game, if we are talking All Blacks Wales, it is 5:15 a.m. New Zealand time. So I believe it would be 3:15 a.m. Australian time. So it is going to be a middle of the night fixture, but we are going to be up for it on this channel. And we are going to be celebrating a bit of Halloween as well. That is going to be kicked down field 50 meters out now. And Hawkes Bay need to make sure this line out goes straight. They have got Jacob Devery as the player who will be coming off the bench. And I feel like they may use him sooner rather than later just because the line out hasn't been as stable as it normally would be. Karira Sainz has been doing a decent job, but he hasn't quite been able to get them all straight. Hawkes Bay versus Manawatu game as well, says it more cake. So yeah, at this stage, this game is live on this one, although it did. Yeah, it would have started at 5:05 actually. So we are sitting at this stage 44 minutes into this fixture. So they would actually have that one right, I believe, more cake for that one. And also we have got the Isni playing because Hawkes Bay's might be in trouble as well. They do actually have Ni'i Munaskata at 15 for this match. Manawatu, it's going to be a rolling ball here for Hawkes Bay, and now it's starting to march forward extremely nicely, protecting that ball nicely at the back here for Hawkes Bay. They have marched forward about 20 meters or so now, looking like it's going to be important that they keep it going forward now, offloading it out the back. Going to be available for, it was at their number 12 once again, Lincoln McClutchy trying to break the line. Good tackle on him, though, straight back up to his feet, and it's going to be a turnover there for Manawatu. Once again, anytime a player is isolated, they are able to get themselves going. Now it's going to be offloaded Logan Henry with a step as well, but dragged down by Lincoln McClutchy there on the halfway line. At this stage, still trying to get that ball back for Hawkes Bay, but Manawatu taking it back anytime we go to the breakdown. They are doing very nicely indeed. Now it's going to be in the hands of Ed Feeder, drawing pass out to Braden Iosi back in the pace. Trying to break through the tackle, offload back to Liam Mitchell once again, still in the right place, right time. Still available for Manawatu. Brett Cameron now flings it back across field. Drawing past Ni'i Munaskata now off to Devery. Now TK Alden on the outside to Tima. Fire Nanuku with the steps. And he is going to be driven backwards, in a very good tackle there by Norea for Ma'ai and to a Tavuki. But now once again, they're only a few meters out. Brett Cameron with a quick step. Ni'i Munaskata scores the try for Manawatu. So that answers the question, Anosh, of whether or not he is playing and whether he will be a asset for them in this one. But Ni'i Munaskata scores the try. We will add that one there. Milner Scudder there, able to score himself. Maybe one of his first tries of the season so far for Manawatu. But that is another try 45 minutes into this game, and they are looking very sharp throughout this fixture as well. We have got there. Wales could win, guys. Might be a good bet as well, says Obi Snake. And also we have got there, Morkak, are you in New South Wales or Queensland as well, says Rob. And also we have got there, anyone know the odds for New Zealand versus Wales? I believe Wales, you can't actually put any more money on New Zealand. I believe they are paying like $1 and like 1 cent, or maybe even less than that actually. So if you back Wales, I think they are about $13 at the moment, somewhere around there as well. And also we have got there, I can't see them winning without bigger Reece Sammer or Williams, to be honest, as well, says Sebastian there. But that one has gone straight over, and now because of it, 24 points for Manawatu. And that is how many points I actually gave them for the whole round. Other than, of course, I said that they'd have another 3 points added on there. But it was a great step from Brett Cameron. Offload to Ni'i Munaskata. Hawkes Bay are actually losing this one, as this is Sebastian. They are at this stage, if they don't sort out that breakdown, the clean out just hasn't been there quick enough. And because of it, they've been able to get in there straight away, Manawatu, rip it away, and then go for the counter-attack. And Hawkes Bay don't look like they're prepared for them to keep on attacking the way that they are. But at this stage, Manawatu, they've got a decent lead, and they will need to just hang on to it. But now at this stage, it's going to be in the hands of Jacob Emery, going close to the touchline, and he has been able to find it as well. Now, Brett Cameron has been phenomenal this season for Manawatu. He has really been carrying the standard for that backline of just being able to keep on attacking, keep on finding gaps as well. We have got Hay from Shadow Ninja Ghost as well. Welcome in to the live stream, mate. At the moment, Manawatu have got Hawkes Bay under all sorts of pressure in this fixture now. Now at this stage, once again, the line out needs to be straight, and straight away, Devon Flanders making his way out onto the field. Who is he replacing? I believe it might have been their number 6 for that one. So I believe it is going to be Josh Kaifa off the field. Devon Flanders out there now, and also we have got their true bus. I didn't know. I just look for good bets, but think you save me some money, as says Obi Snake as well. But now at this stage, going to the front there straight away, Devon Flanders involved. Solomoni Funaki fires it back now. Good step from it is to a Tavuki, who's trying to make his way forward. But once again, Manawatu almost able to close off the ball in the breakdown. Gridge with the carry. Oh, it's been ripped away. That's going to be the penalty, though. I believe it was, it was actually Seamus Hurley Langdon, who just kind of flopped over the ball and ended up throwing it away. So because of it, now Hawkes Bay have the option of the 3 or the 7, and they will have to take the 7 here, more than likely, with the way that it is sitting. And also we have got there, sounds good, mate. Never been called that, but I like it as well, says Seb there. But now at this stage, McClutchy once again looking for the touchline. He has been able to find it. So 10 metres out at the moment here for Hawkes Bay, and they need this rolling ball going. Biggest bet I lost was the 6K on Lions versus Australia. 6K. Jeez, that is a lot of money indeed. Early Landon, unfortunately, just on the ground there, ended up getting himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. I think there is another sub. Caleb Makini making his way out there. Oh, That is huge. They are going to be replacing Lincoln McClutchy. So that is going to be huge at this stage in the later stage. And also, nice one, says Rob Barkley. And also, we have got there now, wait, a storm warning, great as well, says Morkake. And also, we have got there, I call Sebastian's bus. Roll with it, bro, as says Professor Eccles. And also, we have got there, I had it on Australian, lost George Gregan days as well, says OB Snake there. And also, we have got there in the chat from Coding, Asif Ali once again hit 4 6s in and over to win for Pakistan versus Afghanistan last night. I was actually up at the random hour that game was taking place. I believe it was about 7 a.m. That one has gone down. Available now for Enery. Fires it back out the back line now. Caleb Makini drawing pass. Lolagi. Vizier still driving his way forward, only a couple meters short of the line. And now it's going to be back out into the hands of Caleb Makini. 2 meters short. Enery now looking to the short side. Great pass. Ollie Satsford gets the hat trick, and that is going to be his third. He is the only one for Hawkes Bay who is scoring at this stage. But now they are right back into the game once again. Ollie Satsford scoring in the 49th, scoring 2 times in the first half as well. And Lolagi Vizier just getting that go forward for them straight away for Hawkes Bay. But now 17 points for them, and they are lemons as well, says Morkake. And also, we have got their why replace him, says Morkake. And also, we have got their Pakistan will be 5 from 5 at the end of the Super 12, says Sebastian there. And also, same prop, says Obi Snack. And yay, try time, says League Zone. And also, come on, Turbos, let's go, says Paddy Wagon. At this stage, it was passed just a little bit behind Satsford, but I believe that's just because of the pace that he was running onto that ball. Took it nicely. Was able to put it down as well. It was the penalty against them, Satsford, with the hat trick. Says a batch in there as well. And now it is going to be Caleb Makini. Will have an important kick, his first kick in the match, and this one almost needs to go over for them to have a good chance of being able to win this game. So my end prediction was 27 for Manawatu, 31 for Hawkes Bay. So I believe this kick needs to go over if I do want to have that right. Can't wait for the England and Australia game tonight as well, says Rob. Yeah, that's going to be a phenomenal one. I'm going to have it up on the screen as well, so that I am able to watch it alongside the rugby as it is taking place. Caleb Makini strikes it nicely. That's gone over. So now the score is going to be 19 for Hawkes Bay, 24 for Manawatu. So both of these sides, it's any time a counter-attack opens up, they are scoring tries. And at this stage, Hawkes Bay, they are 1 away from getting the bonus points. So Manawatu as well. Now, Black Caps have to play do or die against a match against India as Pakistan are through to the semi-finals as well, says Coding. Yeah, pretty much that one is going to be the decider. India versus New Zealand. Devon Flanders taking that one very nicely now. Trying to drive at the line, but he is dragged down by Braden Iosi. Carried back as the call, so he will not be allowed to find touch on the full here for Enery. That's gone extremely high, and who is lining it up? It looks like Lolagi Vizier not able to take it cleanly, but it's in the side of Hawkes Bay, and they've got the knock-on advantage as well. 45 metres out from their own line here. It's going to be once again Enery fires it back to Devon Flanders, taken out low by Braden Iosi. Back now to Caleb Makini. Now using their backline once again. Noria Famai sells the dummy. Tries to cut back on the inside, but it is still going to be available for them. Counter right coming in from Manawatu, but still there for, I believe it was Pori Rakati Stones getting his first carry of this match as well. Makini once again goes back to Devon Flanders, tackled by TK Howden. They've got to get the men in there. Oh, Rain Nui is so close to being able to steal a good sell at a dummy there from Caleb Makini trying to break the line. And he was very smart not to pass that one as they were right there. That's a flat pass there. The hands of Ollie Satsford has already scored 3 tries in this picture. Can he get the 4th? Jeff Gridge with the carry dragged down. Enery once again looking to the short side. Lolagi Vizier sells the dummy run. Little grubber in behind here, and it's going to be breaking through. Ed Fidel jumping on that one. And it is going to be available. Is it for them? They're trying to counteract there rather than contesting. And it seems like it is going to be the penalty to Manawatu, and it is as well. Oh, yeah, it's got their noise in there from Morkake. And also we have got there in the chat as well. Who have you got? India, England, New Zealand, Australia, or Pakistan as well, says Rob. For the semi-final, I believe, yeah, I have got those teams. And then I feel like India are going to go through to the semi-final. So it is going to be interesting. And also we have got there, bro, if the strike is removed from your channel, and will you do the live commentary for 2 big matches of the World Cup tonight? South Africa versus Sri Lanka and England versus Australia as well, says Coding. If we were to do it, we would not be doing the match with Sri Lanka due to the fact that I believe that was actually what ended up getting us the strike in the first place. Because we did learn it was one of the bigger YouTube channels that did strike us down so that we weren't doing it at the same time as them, so that they can have like everyone watching theirs, which is a little bit, it's a bit dirty, I guess you could say, in regards. But yeah, we will possibly be doing the game between India and New Zealand on, I'm not sure whether or not it will be this channel or maybe a separate channel once again as well. It's got there in the chat as well. England are the best T20 team, in my opinion, as well, says Sebastian. And I believe they are ranked number 1 in the world for T20 at the moment, with the likes of Mo and Ali. And also it will be Rashid, who they have got the option for the spin. And these surfaces, we can see that the spin is very important for them as well. We have got there in the chat as well for the strike being removes this coding. But I believe due to the fact that it was kind of them taking it down so that we couldn't live stream, I believe that it will be in the situation of they will not take it away until YouTube make them take it away kind of thing in about 10 days. So that is a little bit unfortunate, but it pretty much means that I won't be able to live stream until pretty much they take it away there. And also we've got how much time left, says Joey, at this stage. We are 53 minutes into this game. So still another 27 minutes to work here for both Manawatu and Hawkes Bay. Now Brett Cameron going for the little chipper behind, trying to find a bit of open space, and it's sitting up beautifully. Oh, the drawing pass not quite able to link up though for Manawatu. Now, this stage, it is going to be the line out throw once again. We have what's got there. Jofra Archer is really good. And the rain is here as well. Stoinis to get 100 tonight, says Rob, up against England as well. And Rob, that game will be epic. Go Australia, says Obi Snake. Yeah, even though the rugby is going to be on at the same time, I am still going to be covering what is happening in that game on the channel as well, just to keep you guys informed about what is happening for it. But yeah, it should be a very good match. That one's going to be taken not straight, though, from Devery. And now it does mean that it is going to be Manawatu. Jacob Devery can't quite believe it there. He is wondering how it was called not straight, but now it's going to be a scrum. And Manawatu at this stage are going to get the opportunity as well. Jacob Devery still looking around in confusion, and Stoinis will get bowled out at 20 tops as well, says Sebastian there for this one. But the benefit for them in this regard for Australia is the fact that if Stoinis doesn't fire, if Steve Smith doesn't fire, they've still got Maxwell. They've still got Warner, who's finally got himself some runs as well. I hope the total score ends up over 55 as well, says Prop Circles, over 55. So at the moment, we have had ourselves, we're up to 43 points. Is that right, Maths? Yeah, it is 43 points so far. And this one, that's going to be a knock on. So now it is going to be Hawkes Bay who have got the opportunity. So over 55 we do need for this one. So another 2 tries, both converted, and that will get you paid, I assume, Prop Circles for that one. And also we have got there Labuschagne as well, says Morecake. Have they actually got him there at the moment? Marnus as well, says Morecake. I don't believe whether or not he is actually on tour with them for the T20. David Warner was pretty brilliant, agreed as well, says Sebastian. And yeah, normally with those informed players, as soon as they get a decent score, they continue that form throughout this one. And I'm still not over the World Cup finals, says Obi Snake. It was a harsh one to watch due to the fact that we were in that situation of pretty much being, I think it was about 6:30 a.m. New Zealand time. In that case, bro, you should boycott live commentary for Sri Lanka as well, matches, and you will live commentary on this channel as well, says Cody. Also, we have got their cricket as well. And also, come on, Hawkes Bay. Man, trying to count that cash as well, says CJ. How much was the return for it? CJ, do let me know. And also, we have got the he isn't in the T20 squad. He is playing state cricket as well, says Rob, for Marnus. But yeah, they have also got the option, the top of the order. Who else have they got? I mean, Mitch Marsh, he hasn't really fired any of the matches so far, I don't believe. So maybe this could be his opportunity to find a bit of form as well. And then even in their middle order, they've got some very talented batsmen. The likes of an Ashton Agar, if they go for him. And also, it is going to be Danny Tusitala making his way out onto the field for Inuri, who has been playing very nicely, and also long out there, or off the field, sorry, for Pori Rakati Stones. And then Jeff Cridge off the field for Brent Evans is the other one. $82 odds with 50. So on it, so just over 4K, says CJ as well. So I really hope that Hawkes Bay can get the comeback for you, mate. And also, we've got their Magpies need to start swooping, or they lose as well. Says that Morecake. Yeah, it's getting very close to the end of the game. 24 minutes, though, so still plenty of time, I guess you could say, as well, for a few tries. We've already had 2 tries in the second half so far. Ollie Satsford, and also for Manawatu, it was the try of not Liam Mitchell, but it was Nii Munaskata who was able to score it as well. Now, this stage, massive push there from Hawkes Bay. They've got the advantage as well, so now they can choose where they want to go with a wide cut-out pass from Tusitala. And an answer to Tavuki, very close to the touchline, but he is going to be just in the field of play now. Once again, going to be Tusitala, passes it back across to Tom Parsons, trying to get that go forward going. CJ Bowman as well. There's Obi Snake there. Now it's going to be Caleb Markini going for the cross kick there. Taken or not quite taken. And now we'll be going back for the penalty. Ollie Satsford just with a little bit of a juggle there. And now going back for this one as well. But 56.5 minutes through this fixture now. Going the lateral, as they call there. So because of it, it does mean, and also we have there, Cheer Brother Obi as well, says CJ2K. Oh, yeah, that would be a very impressive payout for that one. So I feel like now I'm hoping that Hawkes Bay will be able to get yourself the win, because of the fact that I feel like if you got 7 already for that multi, just ticking it over to 8 would be a nice way to close it out. But now Caleb Makini is going to be putting this one into touch for Hawkes Bay once again. And also we have got the Hawaii Black Cats. Don't pick AJS Patel for the T20 World Cup. He could prove to be a very dangerous spinner in these pitches as he turns the ball. Unlike Mitch Satner, your thoughts as well, Steve Coding? I was kind of surprised that he wasn't somewhere because of the fact that he has been taking quite a few wickets recently as well, AJS Patel. So it's kind of one of those ones of what do you have to do as a spinner to get into a squad on spinning wickets? Like you would think that maybe they'd look at someone who can really spin the ball on these ones as well. Going to the front there now, it's going to be Tusitala. Tackled a little bit high, and it's going to be the advantage against Liam Mitchell now. Pori Rakete Stones passes it back across field to Parsons. Now at this stage, still going to be available for Tuatavaki. Passes it back across Tusitala. Buys it back now into the hands of Kalamaki Nenoria Famai with a little bit of a shuffle and a step. Still available. It's going back for the penalty now for Hawkes Bay as well. Also, we have got the come on turbos as well. Says it was Paddy Wagon. Also, good point. Says Obi Snake and Let's Go Magpie. Says Obi Snake there as well. And New Zealand lack a great spinner. Says Obi there. And also, hey, Kiwi, do you know that XXX XXX Temptation as well? Was that from a little while ago? Do let me know. But also we have got there as well Discord server for future stream updates, all things rugby and cricket and banter as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, that is the link for you guys who do want to follow the Kiwi Lads Discord server. We are slowly building it up as well, and hopefully we will be able to find something special to be able to do on that Discord server as well. But now at this stage, Hawkes Bay 22 meters out now, less than 22, 15 meters out, and this one needs to be straight from Jacob Devery. Taken nicely there, and now at a set for the rolling ball. This is something that Hawkes Bay do very, very well. Marching forward here, looking for their 4th try of the match. If they can get over the line, it's still set there. Who has got it at the moment? It looks like Pori Rakete Stones has got it in his hands. He's fallen over the line, and it's a try to Hawkes Bay once again. And that is going to be in the hands of, who was it? It was Pori Rakete Stones. He was able to get himself the try there. And we will add that one to the try scorers list. Rakete Stones, there we go. This stage he was able to get himself the try. He's only just come off the bench, and he has been able to make an impact. And now Hawkes Bay, for the first time in this game, or in this half, I should say, they will take the lead once again if this kick goes over. 24-24 at the moment in this one, bro. I was near its coffin as well. Says Arjit there, and also we have got there. He died about 2 years ago, Arjit. What are you on about? As his big ass what there, and also a little too while ago, I'd say, as well. Says it was Sebastian, and also we have got there. AJS Patel helped Black Caps to win their series win versus Pakistan in the UAE in 2018 as well. So yeah, if he's got experiences on the pitches, I would have thought maybe be a decent challenge. Arjit, I know it's Halloween, but keep it live, brother, says Sebastian there. Now this stage, the ball falling off the tee off Caleb Makini. This kick is important for him. 1 from 1 tonight so far, though. And at this stage now, we'll be aiming this one at the post once again. I'm trying to do the maths in my head. I said 31 points to Hawkes Bay. So if he kicks this one, he's not allowed to kick the next one, theoretically, so that my score can still remain. But at this stage now, Caleb Makini strikes it over. And now at this stage, 26 to Hawkes Bay and 24 for Manawatu as well. So at this stage, we know that Hawkes Bay can close out a match very well. They are sitting now decently. 5 more points as well as Prop Circle. So we've got one multi or one bet for Prop Circles who does need more than 55 points. And then we've got the other, which is that Hawkes Bay need to win so that someone can make 4K as well. And now it's going to be taken nicely by Devon Flanders. Trying to step out of the tackle. Great run from him as well. Looking for the offload. It's hit the back. It's a little knock on though. So now Manawatu will once again have the advantage. And now Tima Whaiananuku running with one eye at the moment. That is going to be going back for the scrum. We have also got their come on fellas as well. Says CJ2K there. Okay, so they are saying there, the referee, that the pass wasn't forward. It did hit the player from Manawatu, but then it was the little juggle. I got over 55.5 as well, says Richard. There's one. So we need a couple more tries by the sounds of it to keep everyone happy at this stage with the rival dominance. Hawkes Bay have won 21 of their last 25 NPC matches versus provincial neighbours Manawatu, including the last 5. So they're on a decent win streak at the moment. Todd Astle versus AJS Patel. No comparison. They should have picked. They could have picked in place of Todd Astle as well. Says Coding. Yeah, it was a little bit of a surprise that he was in there, Todd Astle. So I decided, or I think, was it because of the fact, is he leg spin Todd Astle rather than off spin like AJ Patel? Is that why they may have gone with him there? But now at this stage, it's going almost down in the front rows. There's a big push there from Hawkes Bay off the back, though, for Braden Iosi now back in his base. Didn't link up on the outside of Timafai and Anuku, though, but still available for Manawatu. Culver now back across now into the hands of, it was the number 4 now. Brett Cameron passes it back once again. The replacement number 17 here, Harrison Allen, offloading it as well. So Manawatu now looking like they are going to be able to keep this momentum going for Culver. Looking for the pass over the top. Liam Mitchell once again. In the carry there, straight on the ball almost was Hawkes Bay. Brett Cameron now firing it back to Nemo. The Scudder scored himself a try a little bit earlier on. Went for the Scudder step, but straight away, Devon Flanders straight on him as well. Bro, my score prediction could become reality as well. Says Rob Barkley there, and also we have got the Can't Leave out Astle in New Zealand team as well. Says Obi Snake, and also we have got the drop it, says CJ. And they did drop it, but it did go backwards, but now straight on the ball, and it is going to be available for Hawkes Bay. Tusitala, unfortunately, just ending up tripping over himself. Parsons playing halfback. Goes back now to Caleb Markini. Brent Evans drawing pass here out to Devon Flanders. Now on the outside to Tuatavuki. Back in the pace now. Close to the touchline somehow. Staying in, and now he's gone down just outside of the 22. That was an incredible run there. Now going back across Tusitala with the wide cutout pass into the hands of Naria Famai. Lobby pass. Lolagi Vizinier on the outside. It was a flat pass now out to Ollie Satsford already. Scoring 4 tries in this game. Solomoni Funaki backing himself, reaches out. Or did he score it? I think he was short of the line. But they are going to check it as well. It said, it can't. I said 28 as well. Says Rob there. It's going to be very close to that by the looks of it, though. Did Solomoni Funaki score this one? Or did he reach out just a little bit too far? They are just going to double check it. I believe he was initially short, is my call there as well. And they are going to check whether or not it was a full pass into the hands of Lolagi Vizinier. But we will wait and see whether or not that will be the case. So they're checking the full pass, then they are checking the grounding. I believe more than likely this will be a scrum to Manawatu. One of two ways, either for that full pass or for the little bit short of the line as well. I don't know whether or not it is. I guess, is he going to be able to make it? I feel like it was great defense from Ed Fidel. Short of the line. Short of the line. Was there just enough for that ball? I don't think there was. I think that is going to be short as well. But anyone who does want to yawn all the time and feel like you want to go to sleep, ring light. Ring light is the way to go because it is working very nicely for myself at the moment. So maybe I will end up getting rid of that light for later on in the night time just because of the fact that if I keep on yawning, it will probably annoy me. But Solomoni Funaki, very, very close to the line. But in the end, it was just short. Okay. So they are saying it is going to be lost forward. No try for Solomoni Funaki there. And it does now mean that it is going to be a scrum feed for Manawatu 5 meters out from their own line here. So more than likely they need a big scrum and then maybe get themselves the penalty, but you can't risk it up against Hawkes Bay. So they might just give it back to Cameron to get out. But Solomoni Funaki very, very close to being able to score himself the first try of the match for himself. It was just a very good counter-attack, though. And originally, it all came from Tuatavuki just running down the wing, breaking 2 tackles, had no space. And they were just saying about that pass, checking whether or not it was fought. I don't believe they went back to check it due to the fact that it was short of the line for Solomoni Funaki, who just reached out, didn't offload it on the inside, which maybe he does regret now. But there's going to be Culver now with this important scrum feed. Only 2 points difference at the moment. Hawkes Bay have got a bonus point for being 4 tries or more in this fixture. Also, Manawatu are 1 try away from doing so. They will get a bonus point if this was the result at the end of the match due to the fact that they are less than 7 behind as well, but they will be going for the win here. Manawatu, they have come this far, and they do not want to lose it now. Big push there from, it was Manawatu going off the back now once again. Brandon Iosi, he always just drops the head and goes around the side of the breakdown. Culver now going to be passing it back into the pocket where Cameron is waiting, and he has been able to kick it downfield, looking for the touchline. Not going to be able to find it on the halfway now for Lolagi Vizinier. Got plenty of space for this man to start to work, going straight through. Almost great tackle there from TK Alden once again. He's made so many of them throughout this match. Gareth Evans now Going to be dragged down as well. Still available. Who's got it? I believe it is going to be now. Still on the side of Hawkes Bay, but it was almost contested and stolen. Going back once again, Gareth Evans now gives it back to Namatahi Waha. In that situation, one of the players for Manawatu holding his head does not look too good now. It's going to be Caleb Markini selling the dummy. He's been impressive since coming on the field as well. Now, once again, it is going to be Tusitala passing the ball back for Hawkes Bay. Just phase after phase at the moment. Manawatu are being mean to give it to Bay as well. Says CJ there, and also we have got that happening as well. I need Manawatu to score a try and miss their kick, and then the kick a penalty and make it close to my prediction as well, says Rob. And yeah, at this stage, I said that it was going to be 20. Oh, it's through the line though. And he's got a couple options. He doesn't need them. And it's the try to Hawkes Bay now. And that is going to be the number 12 who was able to score it for it. Higgins is the man who has been able to get it there. And that is going to be another try to Hawkes Bay now. We're at that as well. Higgins scoring at 65 minutes into this game. And also now straight out in front for this kick. So they will give themselves a nice 9-point lead. Yeah, but Higgins just straight through the gap. He had Tusitala on the inside. Also had Bryn Evans with him if he needed him. Naeem Oniscutta not back there to cover. And because of it, it does mean that it is going to be the penalty. And also, it is going to be the try. And also, we have got their mint, says Prop Circle. So that is you paid now. We just need a few more tries, or one more try for Richard. And also, how close to the post as well, says CJ. Literally between them almost. So Caleb Markini is going to be able to easily tap this one over, I would think. But they've got a 7-point lead at the moment here. And who has possession as well, says Anosh. It will be the kickoff for Manawatu once we are back at halfway. But Caleb Markini, 2 from 2 tonight. Easiest kick of the night, you'd say, for the man as well. Can he get it? Oh, it went over. It hit the post and went over. That was very, very close for Caleb Markini to missing it, but he has been able to get it. 33 points now to Hawkes Bay and 24 for Manawatu and Hawkes Bay as well, says Sebastian there. But 66 minutes through this game. There are still 14 minutes left in it. And at this stage, Hawkes Bay, they have got themselves a bonus point. They've scored 5 tries, Going short pass and taking it, and he is in touch. So once again, Manawatu going to have that aggression to try and go straight away with the counter-attack as well. Almost trying to crack the winning beers as well, says CJ there. And yeah, you will be able to celebrate big time for that one, for your massive multi, I guess you could say as well. But yeah, hopefully you spend it wisely. Don't put it all back into the kind of betting I would recommend. And also at this stage now, it is going to be the line out. Ray Nui once again with the important throw. They have got Ben Strang, who will be coming off the bench perhaps in the later stages of this one. Magpies are swooping. We are the comeback kings as well, says Morcake there. And yeah, doing very nicely throughout this one here. But the Magpies taking nicely, and it's a steal in the line out for Hawkes Bay. And now because of it, Solomone Funaki once again trying to drive his way forward. He's dropped the ball though. And now because of it, it does mean that it is going to be going back for the penalty. Or sorry, going back for the advantage as well by a motorbike as well, says Props. And also we've got the embedded all lol, says Ovi Snake there. And Torrance Reed now going to be coming off the field. And replacing him, it will be Offa Tawatavalu is the name there, or a jet ski as well, says Prop Circles there. And also we have got the Ray Nuya coming off the field now, and that is going to be Ben Strang. Will be making his way all in on Wales as well, says Sebastian there. Geez, that would be a huge return, but I wouldn't recommend it for that fixture. But yeah, this stage 33 points to Hawkes Bay, 24 to Manawatu. And also we have got the nice little holiday, I think, with the wife, Yalza as well, says CJ. That sounds like a nice trip that you will be able to plan. What country are you in at the moment, mate? Because I guess a tour, or I guess you'd only be able to travel to the country that you're in, maybe, depending on kind of the lockdown and everything. But now at this stage, it is going to be Brandon IOC out to Brett Cameron. It might not be over yet, because now Tima Whaiananuku's inside of the 22 now. For Manawatu, they were able to get the free kick for just pushing a little bit too early there. Hawkes Bay now, Brett Cameron offloads it once again. And driving his way for Harrison Allen, but straight on the ball there for Hawkes Bay. Solomone Funaki able to steal it back for them. Now at this stage, it is going to be once again in the hands of Tusitala, almost putting up the box kick straight sideways. Is it finding touch? Yes, it is. So because of it now, it will be the line out for Manawatu. We have got there. Put it on Tonga to beat Scotland as well, says Rob. There as well. But at this stage, I don't think Manawatu are finished in this fixture. I said that they would be able to get 27 points. I don't think they're taking on a 3-pointer from here, though. But I did say 31 for Hawkes Bay, 27 for Manawatu at the end of this one. I don't know whether or not that will be the case, though, but we need one more try for Richard in the chat as well. If you are still here, Richard, do let us know. And now the stage going to the back once again, stolen by Hawkes Bay, and they are very happy with that one. Now breaking the line here, the big man is going to be Pearson through. And I believe it's Jacob Devery there just driving forward. Still available here. Tusitala once again goes back in the rear for Mai. Looking for the kick in behind, and it is going to be finding touch. It was actually Caleb Makini who did have the kicker. Now at this stage, it is going to be the lineup for Manawatu inside of their own 22. Good attack from Hawkes Bay to be able to steal 2 in a row for the lineouts. Huge amount of pressure on it being Strang at the moment, but they've stolen 5 lineouts throughout this fixture. A nice little offload back to Jacob Devery. He was very quick for a forward. Just kept on driving, definitely for a front row as well. Tackled by Nii Munaskata. But then from there, it was available for them to go for that little kick in behind. And now, if they can steal this one, they're in an attacking opportunity. They're just reading them like a book at the moment at line-out time. Once again, almost stolen there by Devon Flanders. Tima Whananuku here is going to be in the situation of Drew Wild coming and replacing him. Richard at 55 plus 55.5 plus he got there as well. Says Sebastian, if we had 55 plus points, yes, we have. We have 57, so congratulations, Richard, as well for your placed bet at this stage. I feel like these live streams are becoming me finding out what you guys are betting on and then congratulating you because of the fact that you guys call it a lot of the times as well. And also we have got there, have you eaten very famous vegetarian dish, kidney beans and rice together? I have never had, I have never had kidney beans. Fun fact, that is a throw to the back. It's worked out nicely. Devon Flanders now offload on the inside, and Hawkes Bay now scoring once again, and that has put the nail in the coffin. And there, once again, it is going to be Higgins scoring. So what I will say here is the people scoring the tries at the moment for Hawkes Bay, they're not the names that you would normally see. They're not a Lolagi Vizinier. They're not a Naria Famai, Lincoln McClutchy. They're actually the young players. This one is going to be Higgins scoring, and also Sapsford was the man who was able to get himself the 3 a little bit earlier on as well. But Hawkes Bay now, the last 20, this is where they really make the most of it. Come on, Rob Bro. Might as well get the money away if that's a bet, as a Hawkes Bay would beat Tonga as well, says CJ there. Also, we've got there, CJ2K is going on holiday as well, says Robbie is indeed definitely now because of the fact that Hawkes Bay have got a 16-point lead with the kick to come as well. Doing very nicely indeed, but now Caleb Makini, that is with the kick that they are up to 16 points. Caleb Makini going to be 22 meters out. Been able to strike it nicely, and that one is going over from Caleb Makini. And now at this stage, we have got their two brothers. Time to crack that beer. Have a blessed one, boys, as well, says CJ. So congratulations, mate, and enjoy your holiday wherever you end up going. And also 17-minute highlights of the All Blacks, ladies and gents, as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, it seems like it will be a relatively long one. Devon Flanders braked in the line very nicely, coming on the field for Josh Kaifa in the earlier stages of this fixture. But now at this stage will also be Stuart Cruden making his way out there, replacing Brett Cameron, going for the short kickoff and taken nicely once again by Hawkes Bay. Once again, Tusitala passes it back to the hands of Evans. And also we have got the good comeback, Hawkes Bay as well, says David. And also take care, CJ, and congrats as well. Now, trust me, Tonga will win as well, says Rob. So perhaps, who knows, maybe they will. And if you are going to be on the live stream as well, we will be able to say that you are well and truly right. Another juggle there from Nii Munaskata. And now because of it, it does mean once again Hawkes Bay are driving forward. Now it is going to be in the hands of Tusitala, trying to pierce the gap here, just stepping around. 25 meters out at the moment here for Hawkes Bay. Evans once again going to be firing it back across field. Pori Rakati Stones just bouncing almost out of the tackle. It was Wao who did have the carry. Drew Wild now getting back to his feet. It's actually the number 16 Strang who is getting the carry. Colvin now is going to be kicking it in behind, looking for the touchline. Could be a 50-22. Awkward bounce there. Nii Munaskata not quite able to get to it. Now at this stage, Drew Wild chips it for, but they are going to be going back for the knock-on. It would have been a try to Manawatu if there wasn't just that little knock-on juggle there. But 40 points to Hawkes Bay, 24 to Manawatu. If they want that bonus point, they're going to have to score twice in the later stages of this one. They've had more possession, Hawkes Bay, and also Manawatu at this stage. They need one more try to get themselves a bonus point, which they would be very happy with as well. If you don't fall asleep, or if I don't fall asleep, I will be there as well, says Rob. But yeah, anyone who was wondering, we are going to be covering Scotland versus Tonga, and also All Blacks taking on Wales is going to be on this channel as well. We would normally have it on the main channel, but due to the fact that we did get that copyright strike it does mean that we are going to be missing it as well. And 8 people in my YouTube live stream. As I says, Brandon there. Oh, yeah, this stage, very exciting fixtures coming up for international rugby. Hopefully, we can get that strike removed by next week, but I am a little bit hesitant. And also, we have got the Hamish headbutt that person line as well. Says Sebastian, tell you what, we're going to grab it here. We've got the cable. How much difference does it make? The worst thing is it makes enough of a difference that I probably should have it on. Can I turn it down a little bit? Maybe we change the light. Is it too warm? What do we got? It's a yellow light, I believe. We'll change it to a white light, and now I'll look straight at it. That was not a good idea. Here we go. We'll go to a warmness light. Make it look like I've got a bit of a tan. I go out in the sun, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes. Not really. I always sleep when it's light, but at this stage now, 6.5 minutes left in this fixture now between the two sides. Griffin Culver hoping to get aside the bonus point. They want something out of this game, Manawatu. They fought hard for the early stages. Can you watch it after your live stream as well? Says it, Brandon. Straight after this one, I will be setting up our next live streams that we are going to be doing on the channel as well for the ones between Wales and also All Blacks and also Scotland versus Tonga. So yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already, because as soon as that strike is removed on the main channel, we are going back to live streaming the rugby on that one. And also this one will be for other sports that we have got kind of taking place as well. But at this stage now, it is going to be Renakama making his way out onto the field as well. Come on, Turbos, get one more try as well, says Paddy Wagon. I feel like they deserve it in this game just because of the fact they've fought hard throughout the stages of this one, and they just should get themselves the try at some stage. What time the Tonga versus Scotland game, Hamish, as well, says David Davis. So that one is going to be kicking off at 2:30 a.m. New Zealand time. So it's a little bit in the middle of the night, I guess you could say, or lunchtime as we like to call it, due to the fact that our time zones have been all messed up at the moment. But yeah, this stage, it looks like Ollie Satsford, he should be able to get himself possibly man of the match in this fixture. He's done very well throughout it as well. Like they are saying, normally a midfielder playing out on the wing. Also, Naria Famai, normally a winger, playing in the centres for this fixture due to Stacey Ely not being there for this match. And also, there is no Jonah Lowe for this fixture as well. It's going to be a big push there from Hawkes Bay, and it's going to be going back for the scrum reset because both teams go pop straight up as well. You need more sun image, as I says David. I do indeed. I feel like at this stage, luckily, with the amount of kind of games that we've got happening all on the weekend, it does mean that I'll probably be able to get some sun kind of midweek at this stage. Although it was overcast today, I believe it was. Turbos would deserve the fourth try as well, says Sebastian there. But yeah, the sun is something that we need to see a little bit more of. And perhaps, I mean, the treadmill has shifted from the lounge to a different room of the house. And maybe I could try and get fit for the first time, because I've never been a fit individual. I've always been like, I'll run about 2 meters and then be like, geez, that was a bit tiring. I've run a marathon. But now at this stage, yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll be able to go and get a little bit of something going. Now, Devon Flanders breaking off the back, and it would actually help out with the video that we've got planned for the near future with me and Isaac, which is a little bit of a hint. But now at this stage, it is going to be kicked downfield by Caleb Makini. He has been impressive since coming out on the field as well. Drew Wild now passing it back across field. There's a knee. Monaskara out the head. Fidal now with the big run on the outside, linking up nicely, and now breaking the line here. It's going to be the man in the number 22 jersey, not quite able to offload it there. Culver once again passing it back. Who is going to be able to get that fourth try of the match for Manawatu? Still available for them. Round the side, just running over his own players if he has to, but he is that keen to get over the line. It's going to be ripped away, though, in the breakdown by Hawkes Bay, and now rush defence from Manawatu to a Tavuki. Down the wing now, kicking it right downfield. It's going close to the touchline. If it bounces out, it's a 50-22. But instead now, Caleb Makini kicks it forward to a Tavuki. Not able to pick it up. Tusitala also puts it down. And now at this stage, it is going to be... What is it going to be? I believe it's going to be a knock-on advantage. But everyone went for it. Caleb Makini did try and kick it forward to a Tavuki, but wasn't quite able to get it. I was going to go to the gym today, but I never went. I'm not sure why as well, says Rob. Here as well. Yeah, see, I feel like I should, since it is summer as well, I should start to get out and about in the sun a little bit more. Of course, if the lockdowns and everything do allow it as well. We have got H. Wells, I said, hey, Kiwi lads, how are you as well? Welcome in to the live stream, mate. Doing very well at this stage. I'm excited for the international rugby that we are going to have a little bit later on tonight as well. And also, we've got there, I think CJ got it as well. Says OB Snake, yeah, I believe he has got it. Oh, they're just going upstairs to see whether or not there was foul play here. But yeah, Tonga versus Scotland at 2:30 a.m. New Zealand time. And then also All Blacks versus Wales at 5:15. It's when that one is going to be taking place. Same problem here for about 3 years as well, says Sebastian now. for not going to the gym, I assume that is as well. But yeah, I feel like we've told the story of how George accidentally got himself banned from the gym from kind of ending up having a boxing match with Liam Mitchell. Just ended up changing his line. And they're trying to say maybe that he forced Tuatavuki into touch a little bit too far, but I don't think there's enough in that to be able to say that it would be a penalty. Caleb Makini tries to kick it forward. Tuatavuki not quite able to get it there. So they're saying, oh, he has kind of cut quite far across, though, to change his line. And also, we have got there, just got home. Chivas got spanked as well. So this crazy and said they were right in it. They were actually 24 points to 12 up in this one as well. But unfortunately for them, it just didn't go well. I do see in the Discord, OBS just put I'm broke as well. Did you have a bet on this one, Obi? As well for the, oh, did you say you had one on this one? Were you back in Manawatu for it? Do let me know. But now at this stage, it is going to be the line out for Manawatu. 22 meters out, 10 meters out from their line as well. But at this stage, Ben Strang, he's already had a couple of his line out throws stolen in this fixture so far. 3.5 minutes left in this one, and Hawkes Bay looking like they are going to be able to get themselves the win in this one. And now at this stage, Devon Flanders just waiting. It's going to be him versus Liam Mitchell at the front. No, decide to go to the middle instead. Stolen by Hawkes Bay, and it's almost set for the rolling maul as well. But TK Alden getting straight on it, trying to stop it from coming out. It's available though, off the back for Bryn Evans. And at this stage, I'm looking around for a Lalagi Vizinier, if he is still out on the field, because I feel like he is one of those players to look out for in this kind of attacking maneuver. At this stage, though, it's a penalty to Manawatu. Never mind how long is left as well, says Morkak. There are 3 minutes left in this fixture between the two sides. Looks like someone is down with a bit of an injury. I believe it is Jacob Devery. Is he still out on the field, Lalagi Vizinier? I'm looking around for him. I'm also looking for Robinson Bartlett, but I don't actually see him around anywhere. Where is Lalagi? There he is. He is still out on the field. But it is going to be now the Manawatu side who will get one more chance at getting that bonus point. They've been working hard throughout this fixture, trying their best to get themselves that bonus point for being 4 tries or more. In this fixture, right? That light, even if you change the color of it, would anyone like a ring light? You know, it's almost, it goes see-through when you turn it at a certain angle. Look at that. Little bit of confusion, but I will put that down there just for now so that I don't end up yawning about 15 times. So now at this stage, it's going to be on the side of Manawatu once again. They've got the advantage now. Beautiful inside ball there. Linking up and now breaking the line now. The number 19, very good run there from it was Tuatavala, I believe. But now at this stage, once again, going to be the step from the big man, throwing themselves forward. Harrison Allen Culver now. Back out the back line, Monaskata Emery. Down to TK Howden. And the legs really driving forward now for Manawatu. Ball bounces out the side, still available for Culver, but now counter ruck there from Hawkes Bay. That's going to be an advantage. No, it's not. Still available though for the side from Manawatu. Now one more out the back line here, drawing past once again, trying to work for it. 1 minute 30 left in this fixture now. And tell you what, Toa is the name that I haven't quite been able to say, the Ring of Fire as well. And also is black, the national colour of New Zealand. As well, says Coding, it is for all of our kind of, great tackle there. It is for all of our sporting teams, I believe. Stolen though by Lalagi Vizinier now at the stage. Kicking it downfield to Sitala. Finding the touchline as well. We almost got there in the chat. Brandon, name of your stream as well. Says over Snake there in the chat as well. But Brandon IOC, he's disappointed. They've been so close so many times in this game, Manawatu. But now 50 seconds left. They've got one last attacking opportunity for them in this fixture. Making subs as well. So I believe, I'm not too sure who they'll take off, but they will be bringing out Robertson Bartlett. It was a very good carry. And then from there, it was actually Lalagi Vizinier who was able to get in that coding. Yes, Land of the Long Black Cloud as well. He's obviously like Lincoln McClutchy making his way back out onto the field here. I do see for Caleb Makini injured, which is not a good situation for them because of the fact he did come off the bench and play very well. Also got his important kicks over. I believe he was sitting 4 from 4 in this fixture, but now once again it is going to be Griffin Culver trying to break the line, doing decently as well. But the clean outs from Manawatu need to be there very, very quickly if they do want any chance of being able to hang on to this ball and get themselves a bonus point. I heard that man get winded from that massive shot to the midsection, but now at this stage it is going to be a draw and pass head feed out now. Back in his pace as well. Strong run, inside ball to Monaskata. That is going to be the bonus point there for Manawatu. And they get something out of this game as well. So they are going to be moving up. So Ni'i Munaskata, the third player of the match to be able to get himself his second try in this one. They have been able to get themselves that bonus point for being within, or being able to get themselves 4 tries, 2 tries of 2021. He's waited till this game, Ni'i Munaskata, but he's been able to get that one. So now they are going to be sitting on 29 points with a kick to come. What a shot that was from Solomoni Funaki. I'm looking forward to seeing him do a few more of those in the upcoming season for Moana Pacifica. But Ed Feeder very close to the touchline, able to throw it back on the inside. And Ni'i Munaskata scores it as well. Good on you, Turbos. Says it was Sebastian there. They're just going to be checking the touchline perhaps. Nah, he's well and truly been able to do that well. And also we've got there, I think you're talking a load of wishes. Says David there. And also we have got there in the chat as well. Well done, both teams, says Paddy Wagon. But now at this stage, it is going to be the opportunity to kick this one over. And if he does get it, there will be 9 points difference between these two sides. And also we've got there, well done, both teams, says Paddy Wagon. And also we have got there, yeah, let's go, Brandon, in the chat from Obi. But 5 from 5 for Stuart Cruden so far throughout his Bunnings NPC. So he'd be open to put this one straight back down the middle as well. And I believe he will be able to do so. So the end of this game, it is going to end 31 points to Manawatu and 40 to Hawkes Bay. He has been able to get that one. So a very good game. High scoring one, 71 points in this fixture between the two sides. It took about 30 minutes or so before we saw the first try of this game as well. So it is pretty awesome that we did get to see as many. Oh, sorry, I'm lying, because of the fact that Hurley Langdon was able to score it in the 16th. I believe it took about 6. I want to say it was about 30 minutes in before we got the second try, 26 minutes. Also for Satsman, and also we have got the exact margin again, says Dom. So you're nailing it at the moment. So I will be asking you exactly what your margin is going to be for the Scotland game versus Tonga, and also All Blacks versus Wales a little bit later on tonight. So this is exactly where we will be covering those games on this channel. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also check out the main channel if you have not seen it as well, the Kiwi Lads. But I will see you all a little bit later on for some more international rugby for the first time this weekend. But thank you all very much